So good morning, Arnab. Good morning, Mahima. So, Mahima, what is the meaning of Mahima and what is the qualities associated with Mahima? Arnab, do you know the meaning of your name? Yes, then please let us know, Arnab. Okay, Arnab means ocean. So, what are the qualities of ocean and that Arnab is in common? Do you have any qualities associated with the ocean? So, Mahima means glory. Okay, so the glory. Do you like to become a glorious, famous person, Mahima? Sir, does the banks torturing people to pay back the loans can be taken under the legal but not ethical? So normally, in generally, the bank should not torture the people to take back the loans. It is also the problem with the people who are taking the loans. For example, if I'm taking the loan, I should know that I have to pay it back, right? And of course they will give appropriate time and all. There is some time limit, everything is given. Even when we cross the limit, they also have some pressure to recover it. Actually, sometimes they follow these practices. If the any banks are torturing the people to get back the loan, they may call you. They actually, most of the times, the loans are secured loans. When they give you loan, they may take the property, the property documents. Or if it is car loan, there is the car maybe which still under the control of banks. So the secured loans, no problem, they will take away the property. We cannot blame them, because at the time of giving the loans only, they are very clear to you. With case of unsecured loans, sometimes they will call you and all. Yes, calling is okay, coming, meeting you and informing you that it's okay. Beyond that, if they cross us actually, and then it becomes a torture, that is both illegal as well as unethical. But we should also know that one who is taking the loan should also be responsible. We are giving the promises to the bank that this is the interest rate and we'll pay back within that date. We have to do our duty also. And when we do our duty, we don't expect any torture from the banks. Before I taking the loan, I am very clear how much money I am taking, what is the rate of interest, when I have to pay. And when we follow that, we cannot expect any torture from the banks, at least the well recognized banks. So in that way, in generally, it is the responsibility of both the bank and actually the customer to make sure that the transaction are happening in a peaceful way. And beyond that, if they give a torture, it is both illegal as well as unethical. So it is not legal to torture a person. Mahima means glory. Yes, we understood Mahima. So that's what we want to tell. What is this? Do you like to? What is glory according to you? Elaborate it further. Sir, ocean has vastness, so I have no such quality. Comparing to the ocean, I am nothing. So, are the very Arnab as an ocean, you understood that there is a some okay, the knowledge is like an ocean, and whatever we know may be a drop. Let us we try to take as much as many drops as possible. Though the ocean water is not good to our health, the ocean of knowledge is good to take actually drop by drop whenever it is possible. So, Shweta, hope you got it. So, Mahima, what kind of glory you would like to get? Wisdom and the reputation, if glory. Glory means popularity, but I'm not quite fond of that actually. Okay, so Mahima does do not, she doesn't like much popularity. Chitturi is an interesting name. Like, where this is it your original name or only username Chitturi? And what does it mean? Early morning, to some people maybe in still sleepy mode. So it's an wake up conversation that's happening. So those who are joining can share some interesting things about you. Anshu, good morning, Anshu. I'm fine. Chitturi is my surname. My real name is Sai Krishna. Okay, so Chitturi means Sai Krishna. So Krishna and Sai, how are they related? Who is this Sai and the Krishna? Krishna we know. And what is this Sai Krishna? Just a last 1 or 2 minutes. In that time, if you have any doubts that is from the previous classes that we have discussed, please ask also. So the first 10 minutes, a casual conversation where we'll, answer the questions or doubts that you have. So we'll get ready for the next session that we are going to start. It's like a preparation to the class. What is your full name? My full name is G Srinivas. So Srinivas is my name. G is the initial, which is my father's name actually. Somehow they kept father's name and my name. So G refers to Girish. So my name is Srinivas. So Sri means actually Lakshmi or the wealth. So Nivasa means a residence. So literal meaning of Srinivasa is a place where the Lakshmi or the wealth resides. So my parents might have thought that I have to become wealthy person, and they might have kept this name. Yes, Madhur, good morning. So, any doubts, friends? Where are you? I am in the class now and interacting with you. Ask some questions. Okay, so Mahima, you are able to go through the village, Piplantry village video actually. Okay, that is good actually. So, super. So, test the principle of natural justice is above the ethics. See, normally any concept in general, it is difficult to say whether law is above the ethics or justice is above the ethics or ethics above the law. No, nothing like that. See, all are important, but what is right that should be taken based on the context. So, what is the issues are at the stake actually, and what is the role that you are playing? What is the situation that you are in, and what are the consequences of those decisions? You have to analyze and everything, and then take the decision. In generally telling one above the other actually may not be appropriate. Though we say, in generally conscience and law of the land is superior, but there may be a situation where conscience can be given a priority. That depends upon the situation and the role that you are playing. So, if anybody who are left early, you may consider, watching this video related to the piplan tree. As a part of our yesterday's discussion, we suggested one video related to the piplan tree. So, piplan tree is one of the villages in Rajasthan, and it was facing some issues related to water for agricultural purposes, the lack of irrigation facilities, and the girl child discrimination. So the local politician Sham Sundar Paliwal, of course, along with the common people participation, was able to deal with this issue effectively. So how he dealt actually, you are expected to watch the videos which is available in the YouTube if you type Plantry, and then make a simple notes of 2 to 3 sentences. Sir, automation in the public sector versus employment, can you please prescribe it? So, yes, Sai Krishna. So, automation, even in the public sector, like, whether it is automation or generally public sector are also there. See, government is there to maintain the law and order, providing the better services to the people. Even in the public sector, if there is a better technology is available, automation is available, everything, they may not remove the people, because in normally in a government organization it is difficult to remove the people. They in the PSUs they don't remove, but they may cut down the future recruitment. They may reduce the future recruitment. Slowly and gradually, even the PSUs, public sector undertakings, they are also will be adopting this, but they do not remove the existing employees suddenly. Slowly and gradually, they will adopt and decrease the future recruitment. And that's how that is a reality, and it is appropriate also. No organizations are usually created only for the sake of creating employment. They have to get the best deal, and with every new technologies are coming, some jobs will be going away and some new jobs will be created. And as a candidate or an aspirant of the jobs, it is my responsibility to keep updating with the new technologies and accept the new challenges and be ready for the new challenges that may come in the new organization. So in simple, even in the government organization, public sector undertakings, if there is any automation, artificial intelligence, those kind of technologies will be adopted, but they may not remove the existing employees, but they may slow down the future recruitment. Okay, Arnab watched it. Good. Sin industry are legal, but are they ethical or not? The same. So as we discussed, smoking, alcohol are the porn industries. By say it is not unethical. It's all about what do they do. It is all about making it much more ethical. We cannot say they're unethical. As you said, the smoking, alcohol, they're legal. It is a choice of the people. You are not doing anything, cheating to the people, manipulation to the people, and it is the choice of the people. So organization per se, we cannot say it is an unethical from the civil service aspirant perspective. Okay, friends, let's be back to the today's discussion. If you remember, we have told that there are three chapters in our syllabus. Can somebody recall the three chapters? The total syllabus can be classified into three chapters. What are those three chapters? There are three chapters. In our whole syllabus can be classified into three chapters. The first chapter, second chapter, third chapter. Can somebody recall the day one we discussed actually? Not exactly Himanshu. That may be there as a topic with some differences. It is there. Himanshu is almost correct. Himanshu says it is ethics, human values, and governance. Somebody else can actually recall. Ha, correct, Shali. You are right. So I will take your doubt, Chituri, 1 minute. Sai Krishna. So the first chapter is ethics. Second chapter is civil service values. And the third chapter is ethics in governance. This is the total actually classification of our syllabus. And the first chapter is ethics. If you remember, like we are in the journey, the total ethics classes will be for 15 sessions, and we have completed 5 sessions. And in the first 5 sessions, we focused on the chapter called ethics, where we try to understand what is ethics and many concepts associated with that, many terms related to ethics, like bioethics, environmental ethics, personal ethics, professional ethics, personal ethical competence, and the professional competence, the golden rule of ethics, the determinants of ethics. What are the factors that determine ethics? What are the factors we need to keep in mind before we decide something? What are the consequences if we follow ethics? What are the consequences if we do not follow ethics? What are those 5 dimensions of ethics? Now we want to take a right decision. Now there are 5 dimensions like utilitarianism, virtue approach, common good approach, justice approach, rights approach. They will guide us. We discuss what is right and wrong in public relations and the private relations. We understood what is right and wrong from the thinkers and philosophers like Gandhiji's talisman, Max Weber bureaucracy model. And we also discussed actually how to deal with ethical dilemmas when we faced ethical dilemmas in the private institution and the public institution. How do we deal with that? And what is the relationship between the law and ethics? These are all can be put it under the first chapter, that is known as ethics. Now, after completing this, now we are entering into the second chapter, that is civil service values. Okay, so this is that the total syllabus can be classified into three chapters. Ethics, we completed major portion of ethics. There are two topics are there: ethics in international relations and the corporate governance, that will be discussed as the 15th module. And now we are coming to the civil service values, and once we completed this, then we go to the ethics in the governance. Hope you are clear where we are. Now, Sai Krishna has a statement. Sir, pornography is illegal in India, but more persons are watching it. Can we recommend the government to ban and punish the person who watches it? So, first thing, banning the pornography. First, technically, is it possible? That is self a doubt. Even government, if any content that is available in the internet, it is very difficult to stop them. You see that there are many documentaries which we ban in our India, but it will appear in some other way, some or other way. There are many, hundreds of porn websites are there. Like suppose if the name of a website is abcd.com, and we thought that we need to ban that, we may ban, and they may change the abce and they upload it another one. So technically, it is very difficult to ban. First thing. Now, why even to ban it? It is a choice of the people. Why do you think that watching porn is wrong? And sir, some people say early morning, why you are discussing dirty things? No, it is a part of discussion. There's a question, so that's why. So it is all about the choice of the people. Actually, if they want to watch, actually watch it. They can be watched. So why do we even stop them? What are the problems according to you watching porn? I'm not saying it is good to watch porn or not recommending it, but one is technical, it is not possible. But even if a law has to ban that, why do you think, what are the negative impacts of this? Do you aware of it? And why do you consider as a wrong? Just a small conversation and then we'll end, go ahead. If anybody wants to add some points related to the Sai Krishna's question. So why can't we recommend the government to ban and punish the person who watches it? Do you think that it's recommend to punish the person who watches it? um, Ganesh says that it becomes addictions, and Madhur Vanshika is of opinion we can't punish the person who watches it. It decreases the dignity of people. So Shalu believes that it decreases dignity. So dignity of the people who are watching it, or dignity of the people who made that videos, are the people who acted in that videos, whose dignities will be affected, Shalu? Sir, we have thoughts and will act according to what we saw. So we should think rightly and nurture the children in the rightful way. Sai Krishna believes that, sir, we see that and we have a thoughts and we act according to that. Then you see many movies actually in the modern days they are coming. There the hero or many lead characters will go and actually slap his wife, actually scold his father, beat the many other people. Are killing 100 people become common in many movies. That does mean that people can go and kill, or is it means that we should stop it? There are movies which shows that where a lead character is actually smuggling the sandalwood. Does mean that actually we are encouraging smuggling the sandalwood? And will people start doing that? Movies has a role definitely actually, but doesn't mean that actually just people follow blindly whatever they show. And it doesn't mean that also we stop showing actually the realities. Students below 18 years also watch it freely and got abducted, or I feel it is addicted to them, which has an impact on the health and study. But it is, as a government, it is very difficult to restrict, watching it by the, that is being watched by the people who are less than 18. It is the individual and the parents may take a call to stop this. It's a waste of energy. Watching movie, is it a waste of energy or what? You get, suppose people say they get entertainment. People like to watch it, so they watch it. And whether they have, individuals have energy, and how do they want to use it? Actually, it is their choice. Why do we decide? Some people go and play the some games actually, and that's how they want to spend. Some people want to study. Some people want to watch movie. Some people just actually roam. So why do we say this is only waste of energy? So energy is there only to spend in the way that you like to spend. Who made that? We need to punish them. We can't punish, it is against the right of privacy. Sir, I think it is not illegal in India. Watching, downloading child pornography is illegal in India. But every religion say it is unethical. Why can't it be ethical for watching? It is against decency. That's what, whose decency? Okay, now let's we back this. As we have started, let's we have a small conversation. Now, whether watching porn actually is illegal in India or not, if we come to the law of the land actually. So what the law of the land says, that watching this pornography content in the public places is illegal. In a, suppose in a public place like, a bus stand, railway station, or any of these places, if somebody is watching, that can be considered as public indecency, and that is a punishable offense. And then watching, downloading, and transferring the child pornography is considered to be the illegal. So keeping this, watching the now other than this so-called child pornography, the adult porn in the private place of an individual is not considered as an illegal. Now, whether to watch or not, it should be an individual choice. No, there are, why do people watch it? Actually, when they come to the teenage, they have a curiosity to know about the different parts of the human being and how the sexual act come. It is a very natural curiosity that is created, so that, and there is an access to this, so some people may consider watching it. But whether it is good or bad, it has an impact on an individual, and that individual has to decide. You have so many options, as you say, smoking is allowed, alcohol is allowed, and this may be allowed. The porn, it is up to you what you want to do with your life. The so-called nature or a god or your parents have given you birth. Actually, you have time, money, and other resources. It is up to you how you want to decide. But there are some negative impacts of watching the porn if you analyze it. So if you are telling that it should be banned also, it is not that it is mentioned in religion or just because of that, or just I feel it is wrong. You should know some logical reason why it should be banned. The first thing, when the teenagers, so now most of the people watches, the exact numbers are difficult to know because of the privacy. Many people are not ready to share, and all these issues are there. So, and average, it is considered that at least one third of the people, both male and female, watches the porn. It may, numbers may be more in males and comparatively less in the female. That is an assumption based on the few data that is available. Suppose from a perspective of a man or a boy, like 13, 14, 15 years, when you start watching the porn, our brain is getting programmed to that. So imagine at the age of 15-year-old, a person watches a porn, they develop, the sexual relation more, the sex also happens in the mind, not necessarily in the physical only. So they watches and they may get pleasure, they may masturbate and fulfill their sexual desire. It will go on again. For that, it may for the age of 25, started from 15, it may go until 25. In that, actually 10 years of time, this person might have watched thousands of videos. And usually, generally, when people watch videos first time, they watch next video, next video, next video. And our mind is programmed to watch varieties, varieties, varieties every time. And those who are married, it is observed that because our brain is programmed to watch the people who are belong to the different videos. And when you watch some, actually, we are imagining ourselves in that situation, everything. When these people married, and you have to live with the same partner, many of the times their mind is not getting adjusted. And that are some people feel that watching porn, masturbating only gives a much more sexual pleasure rather than actually having the physical relation with the partner. Then we may do injustice to our partner if our partner is interested, or one person is interested, another person is not interested. This can be the one possible impact. Second one is actually, again, when the teenagers started watching the porn, sometimes the title can be misleading. Some of the titles may, like, for example, mother having a sex with the son, father having a relation with daughter, brother, sister having. So these titles may create a confusion in the minds of teenagers, and they may consider it as a normal to do that. That is a big impact. And the third big negative impact of this porn is actually, see, now in the movies also we see, like Magadhira movie or any other movie, where hero is actually killing 100 people. But we know that it is not reality, far from the reality, because we observe, we talk, and we see, okay, normally, no matter I have a six pack or something, I may, or if you know some martial arts skills, everything, we may attack 2 3 people in reality. If I don't have weapons, they also don't have weapons, killing 10 people and all, not possible, attacking them and all. In the same way, whatever that is shown in the porn, they may not be real. Sometimes when we compare what our bodies are actually our partner bodies and our performances with the actual videos that is the shown, and we many times feel inferior, we do not talk with other people. There's also a good movie that has come in the recent times, that is OMG 2. That is, oh my God, actually part 2 movie. That also talks about the sex education. And people, like for example, let's say, because it's a talk that is can be open. Many people, okay, compare their body sizes, body shapes with the actually what is shown in that, and they feel inferior. Okay, many of the men have this inferior complex that their penis have a small size compared to what is shown or compared to other people. So that is all the negative feelings that may be created. So in that way they have developed some expectation about their partner's body organs also by seeing that, and when it is not matching with the reality, they feel inferior. So, and we do not openly communicate. So these are all the possible negative impacts are there on the porn by watching the porn. So we, that is once again the solution is not banning the porn, rather giving sex education to the people. Like, this part sex education is of actually two stages that we need to give when the children become 3-year old, 4-year old. Actually, at that time, the first stage of sex education should be given. That talks about what is good touch and what is bad touch. Many of the times, the sexual children also face sexual harassment, both the boys and girls, when they're at the age of 3 or 4 years. Also, it may be committed by the people who are very close to that child. So we should teach them what is good touch, what is bad touch, and if anybody has done a bad touch, how that person has to respond, and what is the responsibility of parents and teachers in dealing with that. That has to be taught. And when they come to the 13, 14, we should talk about the anatomy of the male, anatomy of the female, the different hormones that is being released, what are the secondary sexual characteristics, what is sex actually, and why the nature has created this actually. Nature created this. And what are the contraceptive methods are available, what happens when the two people started coming together, and what is this love, what is breakup actually, how to deal with this. All this we need to give the information. And scientifically we should tell what is porn, what is the benefits and harms of this, what is masturbation, whether it is right or wrong. All this we need to study scientifically and speak to the people, so that they have the tools, and it is up to them how they want to use. Just without telling this and simply trying to restrict, actually that develops a much more curiosity, and they want to do it more and more actually. So in that way, that the proper sex education can be the proper better solution, rather than trying to stop or trying to punish or any of these things. This is my opinion on this issue as it is started. Let us we go further. Mm, Addiction, good morning, sir. It says against the community guidelines. I just wanted to tell my point. I don't understand what guidelines I have violated. I didn't use any vulgar words. Which one actually, Shweta, you are talking about? See, maybe sometimes it is not a particular, they are programmed or trying to stop any few words which are there actually. In that way, some of the post may be stopped actually. So don't worry, it is not actually a human being taking a decision to stop your. There sometimes these softwares are trained. When these particular words are come, we need to stop posting that or something like that. That's all. Okay, so don't feel bad for that. We have a thought, sir, but the students below, okay, waste of energy. When you stop movies, people come on roads, they start strike and tell the government to control our thoughts. With some different words, if you, Shweta, you want to say something, you can post it by using different words. That's all. So Shweta wants to know what is love. That is very subjective, and different people have a different opinion. So at the teenage, it may be the attraction that you are getting on the another person, and when you come to the 25, actually, when you are in the teenage, it may be just the physical attraction that may be created towards a person belong to the another sex or gender. So in the 20s, actually, it may be that the mutual care and concern that is required, or the mutual independence in the 20s. So we have some dependency with another partner, another person has dependencies, and it will go on, share mutual care concern, and it can also turn into that I want this person to be happy forever, and am ready to do whatever that is possible within my limitation. So it can go on like that, but initial stages, it is all about the nature created attraction between the two people. Okay, let's we go further. So maybe the restriction make the people curious to do what the work is. Did any state providing sex education to children and adults? So first thing, it is a part of syllabus actually, that is a reproductive system. Many times it is not being taught because of the, it is considered to be a topic which is not worthy of discussion. Many people are uncomfortable, and many people are not ready to listen. Actually, many parents may not be ready to give this education to children. Keeping all this actually, it is not happening, but there are many schools have taken the initiations on their own to give effective sex education, but it is not so easy. Okay, let's we go further. What is progressive taxation? I am not able to understand it. Simple, Anshu. See, with increase in the income, the percentage of tax that we pay is also increases. In generally, there may be some exception. For example, 0 to 5 lakh rupees. If I'm getting an income of up to 5 lakh rupees per year, I no need to pay the tax. There are some relaxation. Okay, just for you to give example. So from 5 to 10 lakh rupees, we need to pay 20% of the tax, like whatever the money that I earn from 5 lakh to 20 lakh rupees. If I'm within that bracket, I have to pay 20% tax. And if it is 10 lakhs plus, in generally we need to pay 30% tax. So with increase in my income, the percentage of tax that I have to pay increases, and that is known as progressive taxation in simple. Sir, it is being taught, but the teacher is awkward and the students are curious but hesitant. Yes, Mahima, that's happening actually. And we no need to be, a bit of shy or something. It is a general topic. It is also a topic of discussion. It can be done. Let's see back to our, let us start the today's topic. Hope we have got some idea about this issue that we started about the sex education. Let's we go further. Now, what is the topic of our discussion, or that we are starting the second chapter, is civil service values. Now, there are two keywords actually, we can say, or three words are there, but the two terms. One is civil service and the second one is values. Now, first one, can somebody tell me what is the difference between civil service and public service? The words is civil service and values. Let us know first what is civil service. Can somebody tell me what is the difference between civil service and the public service? Civil refers to the legal context, public refers to the social term, according to Sai Krishna. Madhur says under rules and regulation is civil. So what is civil service and what is public service? What is public service? Civil service is IAS, IPS and Indian Forest Service are civil services. Remaining are public services. Public mean government and civil refers to the citizens serving the people. Mostly synonymous, sir. Many times you say synonymous, so it should also be synonymous. Let us we understand what it is. First, let us we know what is public service. Listen to me. I will take your doubts. What is public services? Public services are the services that we provide to the people. Okay. These services include the services that we provide to the common people. In simply, it is known as the public services. Few important civil services are maintaining the law and order, providing emergency services, providing education to the people, skills, health, shelter, etc. All the services that is providing to the we are providing to the people are known as the public services, which includes the providing law and order, emergency services, which include like ambulance, fire services, etc., education, skill, health, shelter, etc. You can include few more. Even the social security like old age pension scheme, disabled pension scheme, all these are the public services. The public services, we are providing the public services so that to help the common people to lead happy and meaningful life. This is very very important. Actually, we are doing any service, whether we may be imposing the curfew or the lockdown or giving a pension to the people, the intention behind is to help the people to lead happy, peaceful, meaningful and dignified life. This is very very important. The public service should not be considered as a burden. Rather, it is an opportunity to transform the socio-economic conditions of our country. Socio-economic conditions of our country. So, public service should not be considered as a burden. Rather, it is an opportunity to transform the socio-economic conditions of our country. And those who are planning to become, those who are involved in these public services are known as the public servants. See, if public servants consider service as only burden, then what is the logic? As a teacher, if I consider teaching is only burden, and I get irritated when people ask questions, like suppose I'm just telling, then I cannot deserve to be a teacher. In the same way, for a public servant, if public service was only burden, or when we get irritated if we see poor people coming for the help, then there is no logic to that. That is why all the public services that we provide, my duty may be at taking the file from one officer and giving it to the another officer. I have to do it at the best level. So this is not a burden. Rather, every decision, even my when I take file from one officer and give it in the another officer, like we are playing a role in transforming our society. That we should know. And anybody who is involved in these public services are known as the public servants. And one primary quality required for a public servant is money should not be the PMF. Money should not be the PMF. PMF means primary motivating factor. Prathamika Preraka Shakti. The primary reason why do we do something. Money is important, money is required, but only for the sake of earning money should not come to the public services. The main reason why I do something should not be money. So money should not be the primary motivating factor. Now, the next important point. Now tell me, in the human body, which organs are important? Like we have so many organs like heart, kidney, liver, that, this, everything. What are the important organs in the human body? Yes, Sai Krishna says it is heart actually. Some of them are nervous system. Nose is important according to Konatam. Brain is important according to the sadhana. And many of you have rightly said actually, in generally, yes, we say that sometimes heart is important, brain is important, kidneys are important, but the reality is all are important. In our childhood we may be told that heart, kidney, lung is important. Imagine if one finger is not there, it decreases our quality of life. When it is there, we don't believe. We say, here, what is there? What is, like many of, generally, if you want to list 10 important organs, what is there? We may not list here. But there are many people like who do not have hair bald. They face so much of discrimination. First, they feel insecurity within themselves, actually. And again, when I say finger is not there, if ears are not there, nose are not there, actually, and all this is actually problem. If any abnormalities are their problem, even like red blood cells are important, white blood cells are important, platelets are important. Every cell, every tissue, every organ system is always important. In the same way, we should know that from postman to prime minister, from postman to prime minister, Everyone is involved in building the nation. Everyone is involved in building the nation. It is wrong to assume that only IAS are doing great, IPS are doing great, but our society created. That's why many people want to do that. Many people are actually, they want to become IAS, IPS actually just because society wants them to become, or there is so much of respect associated, or some movies they have shown, and many of the people may not know actual work of the what the IAS, IPS they do, whether they have a parish. It's okay, but just because they are given a so much of high, people want to do that. Okay, it's fine, they are important, but from postman to prime minister, everyone is involved in building a nation. If you just type postman to prime minister quote, you will get it. Sir M Vishweshwaraya, one of the famous engineers from India, and he says that from postman to prime minister, everyone is involved in building the nation. Even if your job is to sweep at a railway crossing, you have to keep it so clean that no other railway crossing is as clean as yours. If you remember, this is also enough. Even if your job is to sweep at a railway crossing, you have to keep it so clean that no other railway crossing in the world is as clean as yours. That means whatever is your job, like as I give the same example, my job is to give the water bottle water to my government employees. I should do that actually well, because that will also a work. We are working as a Paura Karmikas, that is also a work. A poor, constable, that is also a work. Everyone is important. If kidney says that all are talking only heart is important, I don't do. Our kidney says that I will do the work of heart. Our heart says that I'll do the work of brain. No. Once we decided to work in a particular area, we have to do our duty properly. The system, as an individual, I'm able to do my duty properly because kidneys are doing their work, heart is doing their work, brain is doing its work actually, platelets are doing their work. Are so amazing, this system. In the same way, all the government officials are important. This is, we have to have the clarity, because many times we do not get the service that we want to get. We do not get the cadre where we want to work. We may not get the exact post. Then many are, I wanted to become A, but I become B. I wanted to work in the place of X, but I am working in a Y. We are just disappointed. If you can't do, then leave it, because others are ready to do. But once you decided to do it, actually, you have to do it. So what is public service? What is public servant is clear. Now, these public services, how it is different from the civil services that we'll see. There are three types of public servants are there. Public servants are of three types. The first category of the people are elected. Second are selected. And third are the volunteers. Elected are the politicians. Selected are the civil servants. Some people are elected and they will become public servants. Some are selected and they will become public servants. And actually, there are some people who decide that we will not elect also, select also, but we will also work for the welfare of people, and they form a not-for-profit associations. Not for profit, like at the NGOs, associations, and they serve. All these three together, they are called as a public servant. Among which there are selected public servants are called as the civil servants, and they are selected through the well-established organizations. Well-established organizations like the UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, SPSC, State Public Service Commission, Staff Selection Commission, etc. They are elected or selected based on the merit. There is some qualifications are required, like educational qualifications, sometimes experience, sometimes technical knowledge, and there is a well defined responsibilities are there. As an IA district magistrate, what is your duty? As a superintendent of police, what is your duty? All this is clearly written, actually, well defined responsibilities selected based on the merit and well selected by the well established organization. They are known as the civil servants. So from this, you can see that a district magistrate can be called a civil servant as well as public servant, but a chief minister is only a public servant, not a civil servant. These people who are selected actually through the government organizations and all, based on the hierarchy, they're classified into group A officials, B officials, C and the D employees actually. Though from the definition, all are the civil servants, but for the convenience, it is group E and B employees. Group E and B employees who usually lead the organization, they are called as the civil servants. While the group C and D employees, though they are selected based on the merit, they also have well-defined responsibilities. We use the word public servants only. They come under the public servants in general, the group C and D employees. This is a general understanding of who are public servants and who are civil servants. The quote is postman to prime minister because PM to PM. If you want to write it as your own code, president, it is still fine. What is the last word written in the point 3? So, point 3 is about volunteers, not for profit associations. Not for profit association. Sir, please explain E and B. See, usually the government employees are classified into group A employees, B employees, C employees, and the D employees based on the hierarchy. In generally, according to the definition that we discussed, all these people who are selected ABCD should be civil servants. But for in generally as a convention, the group A employees and the B employees who will be leading the organization, they are called as the civil servants, while the C and D employees, this cadre, though they are selected, we generally use the word public servants. Civil servants actually are IAS, IPS, and forest service only, no shallow. They are called as All India Civil Services actually. See, there is something called as All India Civil Services and the Central Services. The UPSC conducts examination for the civil servants actually, right? There are 21 posts are there. So in generally, the forest examination happens differently also. Like prelims is common, mains is separate. There are three services, like as you told, IAS, Indian Administrative Service, IPS, and then we have a forest service, no, IFS. In this forest service, they are called as the All India Civil Services. Remaining, actually, there are many services which are called as central services, which include the foreign service. There are many services in railways, defense, and everything. Okay. First point in the public service. So in the public service, we told that public services are the services that is given to the people, which includes maintaining law and order, emergency services, skill, health, shelter, etc. The top level government employees are called as a E and B, and most of the UPSC, the civil service examination that you write, and the 21 services are there. All this usually comes under the group E and B employees. Politician is included. See, after this explanation, you are asking group A, B, C, D, which where are they? This A, B, C, D is for this, this category only, selected category only, not for politicians. Okay, Mahima. So based on the merit, we have to choose IAS, IPS, IFS. Yes, we are choosing. We are choosing IAS, IPS, everybody based on the merit only. Like see, in election, people will decide this person, no. See, who are these politicians and the bureaucrats? If I'm in a democratic system, the person who is liked and respected by the common people is a politician. As a common person, I feel that this person understands what is our problem, has a concern for our community. That is why we are representing. In a democracy, everybody should take the decision, because everybody literally can't take. We will identify the person who can represent us, who understand what is our needs and expectations. So as a politician, what I'm telling is, these I am actually I'm understanding your needs and expectation. I have a clarity. This person is politician, but I want somebody who has this actually knowledge of the constitution, the knowledge of resources, the knowledge of technology. So that see, I have a dream as a politician. I want to convert into a reality. I am planning to provide free transportation to all the women. This is my dream, because many women actually, they are restricted to home. We want to increase it. We should have an opportunity for their movement. Now this person who is actually keeping the constitution in the mind, the resources in the mind, technology in the mind, may guide the politician. Sir, is it okay to go ahead with that? What are the challenges we may come across if we do that, and everything? And it is based on the advice. It is the final decision will be taken by the politician. So politicians are those people who know the aspirations and expectation of common people. Civil servants are know that actually the resources, the law of the land, technology, everything, they guide the civil servants, they guide the politician, they will also help the politician in implementing the policies. Sir, their importance vary. That normally with we respect Prime Minister more than the postman. That is common people do, but generally that is what should not be done. We give more importance to heart than the kidney. That is wrong. Kidney is doing actually work. Kidneys work. Heart is doing heart work. Kidney should get equal respect than the like the heart. But we are not doing it, but doesn't mean that we should not do it. People give more importance to Prime Minister than the postman. That is people problem. In generally, the postman also should get equal respect as a Prime Minister. See that you have to separately refer all these government official based on the hierarchy. They are classified into ABCD. That if you refer to the list, you will get which officer come under the which. Okay, let's become. So we have understood this word civil services. The second word is values. What are values? Values are the qualities which are considered to be important. We should know the simple definition that is possible. Values are the qualities which are considered to be the important. What we have learned. So you should only tell. Okay, you learned that there must be equal in terms of the respect. Yes, there should be equality in terms of respect. Okay, values. Values are the qualities which are considered to be the important. Now, for example, we say human values. What does it mean? Those qualities which are important for the human beings. Economical values. Those qualities which are important from the perspective of the economy. So, social values, economical values, political values, national values, international values. So many values are there. So here, those values which are required for a civil servant are known as the civil service values, which includes integrity, objectivity, impartiality, compassion, honesty, courage, neutrality, dedication. So many foundational values are there. Let us we go one by one. The first value that we are going to discuss is integrity. Now try to recall some things that you know about integrity that we have discussed on the day one. Values are something that we present in our character. It is a part of the character, definitely. Virtues, the good values are called as a virtues. Yes, good. So the first definition of this integrity is ethics in action. Ethics in action. Now you know what is ethics. See, for example, we will learn under the rights approach. We decided that, or we have learned that whenever all the human beings have a right to live the way that they want to live, and we have a duty to respect it. We learned what is okay. Gandhiji's talisman says that we should have, before we take a decision, we should recall the poorest or weakest person. Bureaucracy model says that we should follow the law of the land. Knowing everything is ethics here. That is, but we need to follow that in our life. That is known as integrity. And then second one is actually it is a consistency of character. Consistency of character. Because the word character has come, can somebody tell me what is the difference between the character and the personality? We'll take one more slide. And can somebody tell me what is the difference between the character and the personality? So think about it. What we say and what we follow is integrity. Yes, Shalu. Now, what is the difference between the character and the personality? Personality is an individual level, but character is not. Personality which shows how the person is. Then what about character? Yes, test the username test. You are right. Constantly being ethical without the pressure and temptation, without getting affected by them. Character is inner and the personality is external appearances. Now listen to me. So the word character and the personalities are used as synonymous. Many times they are used as synonymous. But if we want to differentiate, the word character has come from the Greek word character, which means a distinct mark. I as an individual is different from the other people actually. So there are, like, for example, my thoughts. The way I think is different from the other person, distinct mark actually. From there, the word it has originated and it has evolved. My thoughts are different, another person thoughts are different. The way I use the words actually, what kind of words? Sometimes you say, "Arey, what kind of nonsense words you are using?" Learn from the another person. Learn from this person. He speaks so, better words or so good words or something. The actions, habits, values. So I as an individual have some thoughts, words, action, habits, values which are different from the other person. There is some marks which differentiate me from the other person. That is called as character. The word character has come from the Greek word character, which means the distinct mark. Well, the word personality has come from the Latin word persona, which means theatrical mask. This is a mark and this is a mask. Now, what is this differentiation between character and personality? Who I am originally is my character. How do I want to project myself to the other people is the personality. So integrity says that the character, who am I originally and how I am projecting should be same. But sometimes we say, generally you should personality development and all. You should look confident. Being confident is character. Now here I'm looking confident is a personality. How, who am I and I'm how I'm projecting. Like suppose I am projecting like a saint. Normally saint is something who is known to actually have a self control, not to get influenced by temptation and everything. But inside I have everything, but I'm projecting as I don't have actually any of these attraction or something. Then my personality is different from the character. If all are same, then we are living in an harmonious person. Many times we want to get a good marks in the society, parents and actually everything, we act. Suppose I'm just giving hypothetically. So suppose I eat, hypothetical examples only, which are not, none of these are related to me. So suppose I eat non-veg actually and everything, then I may tell my parents no, because suppose we are come from a vegetarian family, then we may say that actually no, 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 I don't, hate eating vegetarian, no, non-veg food or something. Here what I'm doing, I am reality something, but I'm projecting to my parents in a different way. These actually, some women actually spoiling our culture. They wear the revealing clothes actually, and these people should be punished. Suppose I am saying, and inside we are watching only those videos where the revealing clothes and everything is there. So here I'm saying something, but I'm doing something. So the character and personality different. Character is originality. Who am I in reality? The personality is how I'm projecting myself to the other people. So here it is about the consistency of the character. You are following the ethical values throughout your life. Character in action are called as a personality. Maybe, like, say, even I can present only my thoughts. I have some thoughts, and how do I am presenting? So consistency of character means what actually? Not to get influenced by the temptation. Not to get influenced by the temptations. We discussed on the day one that actually, as a civil servants, when you try to be an ethical civil servant, you want to follow the right things in your life. There are many people who want to deviate you from the path of ethics, so they're ready to offer you money. They're ready to offer you other kind of wealth. They're ready to offer you promotion. They may be ready to offer you sexual favors. But that means, suppose I am know that it is wrong, but getting influence for the money, if I'm ready to do that wrong, actually, what does it mean? I'm getting influenced by the temptation. I should not do that. Not doing that. But see, remember, it is not so easy, especially as a man. If for both it is difficult. Overcoming the sexual favors actually trap is not so easy. There is so much, like, honey trap. You might have heard. There were many soldiers, many IAS, IPS politicians. They were entered into the trap of honey trap. A honey trap can happen in 100 ways. For example, again, we'll assume that you are a male officer. Some woman actually, entered into your life, maybe as a someone who needs some help, or as a friend through social media or something. So because we'll assume that somebody who needed some help actually related to her government schemes or something, she'll become close to you. You will become friends. Everything is good. One day, like, maybe she decided to have a physical relationship with you, and you both go to a place, have the physical relationship. First day you may be careful that there are no hidden cameras and everything. Second time, third time, 10th time, 20th time, when you are interacting with that, somehow, suppose someday this video is recorded. Now suppose as an IAS officer, I am having an affair with another girl, and that got video got recorded. Now what happens? So I may get a call from other people. See, you are having a relation with this lady, and we have the video footage of that. So that they may not put it in social media. We know your wife contact number. We'll send the video to her. Now, as an IAS officer, no, like, generally nobody is ready to share that I have an affair with their, actually, because it affects their personal life or something. Or if not, actually, I know their parents will send it to your father, mother, or something, social media. Coming to the law, with consent, if you are having a physical relationship, actually it may not be so-called illegal. But as an IAS officer, you are married to somebody and having an affair. Society, of course, definitely considers a wrong, and it becomes difficult for you to face the people. Or if you don't want this video to be published, you have to do everything that other person wants you to do. So people get into these traps, actually, sometimes, many times, continue to do the unethical things. And it is not so easy to not to get influenced by, but as a civil servant, you have to. No other option, because with greater power comes greater responsibility. And you should not get succumb or surrender to the pressures. You should not get succumb or surrender to the pressure. Some of these pressures can be threat calls, threats to you and your family members. It may be a false complaint, or it may be a transfer. Very rare case, actually, suspension. If you do this, I'll suspend this suspension, and everything can happen. So that means I want to be an ethical person. I don't want to do this. I know that it is wrong, but actually, array, they will transfer me if I don't do this. Again, shifting to another area, another department, another post. My family, kids, actually, they all face problems. Let me just allow the wrong things to happen. Then what I'm doing, I'm surrendering to the pressure and doing something which is unethical. But not doing that is known as an integrity. In simple, integrity without getting succumbed to the pressure, without getting influenced by the temptation, maintaining the consistency of character and following the ethics in our life is known as integrity. Ganesh wants to know which is better, but there is no first statement actually, and only half is there. Can you explain in detail what is which is better? Whether character or personality, if you are asking, both should be in harmony. Like, though it is difficult, it is not which is better. We have a character, we have a personality. If both are same, whatever I'm real, if I'm able to express the same thing, then that harmony is good actually. But it is difficult to maintain that harmony. Now, please observe these points which are there in your PPT material. Please observe them. So, ethics in action we have discussed. Consistency of character. Do not get influenced by the temptation. Do not get succumb to the pressure. Integrity also means that the completeness or the wholeness. What is the meaning of completeness? As an individual, I have some thoughts, I have some speech, I have some action, having harmony. That's what I said. There is a character and personality, the harmony. The same thing is, I am supposed speaking something but doing something else. Then character and the personality both are different. So maintaining harmony with thought, speech, and action. So during the marriage, 99% of the times we give false promises to our partner that, like, there's one statement will come, Kaya Vacha Manasa, or Manasa Vacha Karmena. From today, I'm giving the promise that in my thoughts, in words, and action, only you will be there. I do not think about anybody else as my partner, actually, in my thoughts, or in the words, or in the action, and we'll continue together as a husband, wife together. So, like, that is also in harmony, that is also in integrity. How we have a bodily integrity, there is a relationship integrity, and this is also called as personal integrity. For the like, as a civil servant, if I strongly believe in the constitutional values and I speak same, I have the thoughts which are in positive about the constitutional values, I speak for the constitutional values and I follow the constitutional values in my life, and that will become a professional ethics for a civil servant. So this person whom you are seeing is Ashok Kimka, IAS officer from Haryana cadre. From Haryana cadre. He has, in his close to 30 years of career, he has faced more than 50 transfers. More than 50. And now, though this image was actually at the 50th that is available, there is actually, he has faced more than that. It is said that every time he tried to do whatever the good that is ethical, he has been transferred to the another area. One after one of his the transfer, he has given the statement in the Twitter. Now it is X actually. So in the X Twitter that he posted, I am not a quitter. So he says that I am trying to be ethical, I am doing my duty, and you are transferring me to the different areas. Just because you are transferring, I do not quit from the civil services. I do not also quit to become an ethical person. I will continue to do that. So I am not a quitter. I am a part of this system and I will stay in it. I am a part of this public service system overall and I will continue to stay in it. I am proud of it. I am proud that I am a civil servant. I am proud that you are transferring me because I am an ethical person. And I am not doing anything great also. I am just doing my duty as an officer. This is the mindset that is required for a person with integrity. If people are, if suppose, can politician transfer you, transfer. Can you also question it? You can question, but the politician can always justify why you are transferred. So you should not be worried about it actually. Get your bags ready to get transferred anywhere, because it is a part of India. You are working for the welfare of India. So if any question on integrity, you may use the statement in the introduction. So you write this statement and say, a statement from Ashok Kemka, an IAS officer from Haryana cadre. That shows what is integrity. You can use it in the body of the answer. You can also use it in the conclusion. You can also use it in conclusion. Okay, hope you are understanding and clear. And this picture that you are seeing here, the person is actually U Sagayam, ex IAS officer from Tamil Nadu cadre. If you observe from the day one until the 15th session, you see that we have given the example from the different stage. And if you observe, you will come to know. So that is also important when, because you are writing the India level civil, you want to become the civil servant at the level of India, you should have the understanding from the diverse state, as many states as possible. You should not limit to only your state. You may learn more about your state, but in general, you should have the example from across the diverse states. So this person actually known for being an ethical person. He has transferred many times. He was known for taking the strict action against the people who are involved in illegal sand mining. And every Monday, when he was working as an IAS officer, the one day in a week space, usually on Monday, was dedicated to the meeting the people, interacting with the people, actually knowing that they have any problem along with some official, and make sure that their problems are resolved. As long as they have some legal issues or they haven't to get some benefit from the scheme, that will be resolved. He was making sure that he was the person who believes that actually the civil servants, politicians should tell their property publicly. So he has, at the time that he has joined, how much asset wealth that he has had. Every year he was declaring to the public actually how much wealth I'm having. At the day of joining, these are my asset. Now at the time of retirement, this is my asset during this. So that you are very transparent. If somebody can prove that I have more wealth than that, okay, of course, I am ready to give justification or I am ready to face consequences. That is not so easy. So you have to know more about this officer. This is all the introduction. And when you search in the Google, you will get to know more about it. So try to know more about Ashok Kemka. Try to know more about U Sagayam. U Sagayam is known for what? Sir, he is known for illegal sand mining. Actually, he is not known for illegal sand mining. He is known for taking a strict action against the people who are involved in illegal sand mining. Got it, Sai Krishna? So as of 2023, Ashok Kemka transferred for 55 times. Okay. Inspiration for all the aspirants. Yes, Konatam. That is also the part of this ethics paper. So in one of the newspaper interview, he said that I have been the same Sagayam from day one. The day when I joined, I have this great motivation to work for the people and ready so to face consequences. From the day I'm retiring, I am continue to be the same person. This is called the consistency of character. Once again, if there is any question on integrity, you may use this in introduction, body, and the conclusion. Standing up against the corruption is not for a season, it is for a reason. Like sometimes I will be strict, actually, sometimes I will take a lenient, actually, I'll give the freedom to people to do wrong, actually. No. You have to be the same ethical person from the day one till the day end. Nor is it a fad. A fad means a temporary phenomenon. A fad means temporary. No, it is not a temporary phenomenon. It is forever. With all the people, you have to be ethical with poor people. You have to be ethical with rich people. So this is what called as an integrity means. So now once you know integrity, it's all about value addition. If any question, how do we make it better? So by using these kinds of statements. So know more about Usagam. So to, as a part of today's homework, you have to do some study about Ashok Kemka and the Usagam. Now, if you are a person with integrity, how do we know that? You should have courage to say no. Courage to say no for what? No, we can easily say. If poor person comes with help, hey, no man, go unnecessarily, don't disturb me early in the morning. It is easy to say. But you should have courage to say no for what? You have to participate. You should not be a passive listener. You have to be an active participant. So tell me, if you are a person with integrity, you should have courage to say no to what? Yes, no to corruption, no to unethical things, no to temptations. Yes, we should have courage to say no to illegal and unethical acts. Acts. So there are many people actually pressurizing you to do illegal and unethical things. See, many times I know that I don't want to do this, but saying no is not easy. In Telugu, there is one movie called Ala Vaikuntapuramlo that is acted by, starred by Allu Arjun. One of the good movie. The theme of this is also this actually. One of the statement it says, "నువ్వు జీవితంలో ఎంత మందికి no అని చెప్పగలిగితే అంత పైకి వెళ్తావని." So your success in life depends upon how much courage you have to say no. You have to say no. When I know that it is wrong, but a local MLA is pressurizing me, MP is pressurizing me, my senior is pressurizing me, how can I say no? If we come from a poor to middle class family, normally it is much more difficult for us to say no. Because we are trained not to say no, because some uncle or neighbor or somebody helping us, they are telling us something that we don't like to do. But if we say no, we miss the some benefits that we may getting from the so-called uncle, aunties and everything. So that's why we lost the courage to say no. But if you, as an IAS officer, when you know that something wrong is happening, you should have courage to say no. We should have the courage to face the truth. Sometimes as a human beings, we make mistakes. We make the mistakes, and others people will point out, sir, what you have done is wrong actually, as something we should have. If it is really a mistake, if it is a really wrong, we should accept it, correct it, learn from it. So we should accept it, correct it, and learn from it. That is integrity. Integrity is not that a person who do not do the mistakes. Actually, we may do the mistakes without knowing or something. So once we do the mistake, when we know that there is a mistake, actually we should accept it as a mistake, rather than, and we should correct the mistake, and we should learn from it. Actually, we should do the right thing because it is right, not because I will get money. If I do this, actually I will get money. No, that should not be the reason. If I will get promotion, that is not the reason. Actually, I should do something because it is the right thing and I have to do it. I don't need any further explanation. If I do this, will I get money? Will I get promotion? Whether other person will cooperate me? No, none of these may not be the criteria. I have to do the right thing because it is the right thing. We should not compromise. With what we should not compromise? Think about it. We should not compromise. With what we should not compromise? Some of the students who are attending the class, they think that actually we will make the notes after the class and all. Now please, when you are writing, only make the notes actually. Otherwise, why do you spend extra time? So have the courage, or if possible, suppose you can take the printout of PPTs if it is available, or if it is already available, yeah, take the printout or go through those PPT. Soft copies may be available. Write them once actually what is already there. Now when I write extra point, you can note down that. Yes, we should not compromise with our ethical values. We should not compromise with our ethical values. Inner values and outside behavior, there should be harmony. They should be in harmony with our inner values and outer behavior. What are the values that we are having, and outside behavior should be same. Once again, the character and the personality should be same. And we have to be very careful before we give the promises. We have to be careful before we give the promise. And once we give the promise, we need to fulfill it, even if it takes extra effort. These are the qualities of a person with integrity. These are the qualities of a person with integrity. Hope we are clear. Yes. What is harmony? Here harmony means actually having harmony in this context, being similar. There is no difference with our inner values and outer behavior. I consider I should not take the bribe, that is my inner value, and outside also I am not taking the bribe. See, for example, I am not taking the bribe, but inside I am feeling that a bribe is good actually, but I'm just afraid of the consequences if I get caught. So that's why I'm not actually taking. That is also not integrity. Suppose here my inside I'm feeling that I should take bribe, make money and enjoy my life and everything, but I'm not taking the bribe because of the fear of consequences. That is also not integrity. Inside also, I am very clear. I have come here to do the public services. Every decision I take that benefit the people, and that is why I should not take, and I should not take it in real life also. Then it is called having harmony. They are in same agreement. They are going together. That is called harmony. If they are going from the different direction, that is called disharmony. Got it, Himanshu? Can individual have a different characters? Then once again, what is character? When we say character means my thought, speech and action, everything only. What do you mean by different character? There's a multiple personality disorder and all is there actually, except we are having that medical condition. Normally we'll have this, but sometimes we may behave in a different way with powerful people, and we may different in behave in a different way with the so-called powerless people, with rich people, poor people, educated, uneducated people. That shows actually that may not be an appropriate character actually. You have to respect every human being and all, that is ethical character. You have to elaborate further. What do you mean by different characters, Shalu, if it is not clear to you? Okay, let's we go further. Now, if there is any question that talks about what is integrity for a civil servant, so please see this, observe this. These are only the key points you have to understand. As a civil servant, when you are making the official decision, there are two criteria you have to consider. One is the law of the land, another is the public interest. You have to give priority to both. What you should not give priority is actually personal interest. What is benefits you at individual level should not be the criteria when you are taking the decision as an officer. And public money is very important. It is the common people's money. It is not only the rich people's money, even the poor people have contributed, middle class have contributed. Each and every rupee I have to use it with efficiency and effectiveness. And we have already discussed what is efficiency and effectiveness. We learn so many ethical values in our life that we have to show in our daily life also. As we say, ethics says that every human being actually deserve the respect. But when the attender comes with a coffee which is cold, like suppose bring coffee, and that person will bring the coffee, you taste it, what nonsense taste it is, you just you only go and eat early morning, you are wasting my mood or something, then you are disrespecting the human being. Suppose if it is cool, actually we can say, Raju, this tea becomes very cool, can you please bring the better tea? Actually I like to have hot tea. See, how is this same work actually you are telling? You may be telling the person to bring a fresh tea or something, but some people say, don't you have common sense, go and bring it. They might do the mistake second time, third time. We can say, see, Mr. Raju, I have been telling again and again, but you are doing the same mistake, why can't you change it? So there's a different way to say that. Yes, people, different character behave the differently. So when we behave differently with the different people, it is not like a different character. That maybe that actually lack of consistency, or we can say that I as an individual I consider poor people are a why to give respect. Actually, rich people, that my character is only like that. Suppose it is not that I'm showing different character to different people. My thought process only like that. I may consider few people as a cheap people. I behave like that. So called so good, the better people where I may get benefit, I may behave differently. This is the issue with the same character itself. It is not that we are behaving different. Our behavior is different to different people because our thoughts about them is being reflected there. It is the same person, same character. Normally when we talk about peace and harmony at individual level, we say peace actually when we want to differentiate, and when one person and another person, we use the word harmony when we want to differentiate it. Otherwise generally, when my whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm doing actually, if they both are in actually same, if they are in the same direction, that means they are in harmony. Whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm doing, if they are in the same direction, that means they are in harmony. This harmony lead to peace. I can live a peaceful life. But when they are not in harmony, I cannot live in a peaceful. That is what I said. I want to take bribe. I want to enjoy. I want to go to Bangkok, luxury, Switzerland, everything. But because of the fear, I am not taking the bribe. Then they both are not in harmony. I don't have a peace also. I don't want to take the bribe. Don't want to hurt innocent people. But my senior officer actually called me to arrest innocent person. I am arresting and torturing that person. I know it is wrong, but I am not ready to say no to my senior officer. I am doing so. Then also my thoughts and my actions are not in sync. And then I don't have peace. That's why normally we say peace and harmony, because they go together. When they are in together, you will have the peace actually. Our peace and harmony exist together. There are many people who want to follow the integrity in their life, but they face many challenges. In this context, there is one homework actually. Please note down all the homeworks that we are saying, because after 9:30 you will forget. You will enter into a different world. Many of you, at least 50% recall ethics only when tomorrow morning 6 o'clock happens actually. So please note down the homework. There is one homework actually. You have to watch this one video, very interesting video in the context of integrity. D Rupa, IPS officer, TED talk. The TED talk means actually, like technology, entertainment, design related talks actually, which was started. But this has many talks related to the various fields. So if you just go to YouTube and type D Rupa IPS TED talk, so she's an IPS officer from Karnataka cadre. She is known for actually challenging the authorities when they have done something wrong. She is known for fighting against the corruption. She also faced 30 plus transfers in her lifetime, actually. And she has given a TED talk where she explains the challenges that she has faced in her life and how she was able to overcome that. So consider, and you have to make a simple notes. So please share this notes tomorrow. So homework is you have to watch D Rupa IPS officer TED talk video. Clear? And you have to give me the notes. What are the lessons that you learned after watching this around 15 minutes plus video? 15 minutes plus video. This is the homework of the day. So it is very interesting. See, you are going to become IAS, IPS officers and all. You should know the real life actually officer. What are they who are facing? What problems they are facing? Some of the incidents that she shares actually, that can also be an example case. That can be the case study for you in the future. She has a subordinate and he was not following her orders. How she was responded to that. And there was a politician who has actually want her to do something not appropriate. How she was able to face. So all that is given. It is a real life scenarios. Please go through this video. Okay. So that will also explain this. So as a civil servant, you want to follow ethics, but you may not get cooperation. So you may not get cooperation from your seniors. You may not get actually the cooperation from your co-workers. You may not get cooperation from your subordinates. You may not get cooperation from politicians. Sometimes you may not get cooperation from the common people. That is the biggest challenge. So that means I want to follow ethics, but politicians are not supporting, seniors are not supporting. As an individual, if I want to bring some changes, it is a system work. Only I cannot solve every problem. So one big challenge is that we may not get cooperation. Another one is we may get so many notices, false complaint. For example, D Rupa, IPS officer, when actually one of the politicians from Tamil Nadu, when you are writing the negative examples, you no need to quote the name of the person. That's why I'm not telling. If you watch this video, you will understand. One of the politicians from Tamil Nadu, but she was arrested and kept in the Bengaluru jail or Bangalore jail actually. And D Rupa IPS officer, she was the in charge of that jail. Now she has observed that this politician, like in this context, she talks about Shashikala, one of the politicians from Tamil Nadu. And according to the D Rupa IPS officer, this politician has given the extra privileges that was not given to the other people. Okay. Like, for example, she was given the 3 rooms. according to this report. Like one room is to meet the guest, another is to read the books, another is to for her own actually sleeping and all, which was not available according to the law. She was given a separate place for walking. Normally, unless you have some medical condition, you are supposed to eat the same food that is given to other people, but she has an opportunity to get the food from any hotel that she wishes. If you want to meet inmates of the jail, there is a big procedure we need to follow, but she has an opportunity to meet anybody at any time. So all these privileges were given to this person politician, which was not available to other people. What Derupa IPS officer has done, she made a detailed report and submitted to the appropriate authorities. In return, what she got a defamation notice. That the politician side, actually people have filed a case that none of these were actually true, but these D Rupa want to defame this politician from Tamil Nadu. That is why she has intentionally done. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the concerned authorities, show the facts and evidences, prove that you are an innocent person. And many times you may face a false complaint that you have taken a bribe, false complaint that actually you have done a sexual harassment, threat of transfers, and many times you are transferred. And many people, politicians and seniors, interfere in every work. Why are you doing that? Why are you not doing that? So all of this may not remove you from your job, but it will take away your peace of mind, and you may have to spend your time and money. These are the biggest challenges that we face if we are actually a person, a civil servant, and want to follow integrity. She told this story also. Yes, actually, she talks about this story also in her TED talk in a different way. And Ish, sir, she has given interview on the 4th Jan in the radio 19 and 91.9. Okay, one actually. Okay, if it is good, you can watch it. Sir, which village in Rajasthan? Now, suddenly, why did you get actually Rajasthan village story? Gayatri Godike. So Gayatri. So which village in Rajasthan? So we talked about a village context. Okay, don't confuse. Can anyone suspend officer? Anyone cannot suspend. The public authority, like senior officials, can suspend. Politicians may suspend this IAS officer after that they have violated a rules and regulation, and the inquiry is proved that they have done really wrong, which is against the law of the land. Then they can be suspended. Okay, so no more about D Rupa IPS officer, you will know. So, in spite of all these challenges, if we want to follow the ethics, we should have willingness to take the risk. The first criteria, because many you are powerful person. Focus here. Some of you are deviating, having tea, snacks, chat, and everything. Some students, when they are actually listening, no, they think that, are anyhow just listening. No, let me prepare the breakfast and listen. Wash the actually vessels and listen. Prepare breakfast and will take bath and listen. No, you should not do that. Whoever is listening, you have that opportunity to listen this class for the convenient of your home actually, but please make it a better use. Have a table, have a chair, and some white papers or the notebook, keep writing. We can do only one task at a time. Please do not neglect it. Okay, so you are a powerful person, but many of the times you may be dealing with the much more powerful people. If I think that, why to take the risk, we cannot be ethical, we cannot maintain integrity. So that is why we should have willingness to take the risk. You should come out of the phobia. Phobia means fear. There are two fears that common people will have. One is the fear of transfers, and then the fear of politicians. Transfers, the only solution or one of the better solution is actually get ready to transfer. With respect to politician, their post, they have a post that has a constitutional validity. Even as a civil servant, you have a post that is a constitutional validity. Maximum what they can do, that can transfer. So you no need to worry about it. And there are many times people file a false complaint. The false complaint that you have taken a bribe, false complaint that you have taken a sexual harassment, you should believe in the law of the land. Anybody may file a case, but the law of the land, unless I may committed a crime, 99.9% of the times I don't get any punishment. So I should believe in the law of the land. Because there are many temptations will come which try to deviate me. I should have a self-control. I should have self-control. And I should think of consequences of illegal and unethical acts. I am doing something which is suppose illegal. Now suppose there are four people, we are here and we have done some crime. This issue may come out after 1 day, after 5 years, after 10 years, after 20 years. Or we, the very fact that it might be come to, we might come to know someday, that only create a problems in our life. If we do something unethical, that is wrong according to our conscience, and if we do that, our conscience will not allow us to live a sleepy, happy life. That is why you should know what happens if you do the illegal and unethical things, and you should have courage to say no to the unethical and illegal things, as we discussed earlier. And very few people get an opportunity to become these civil servants. Remember the importance of your role and responsibilities. You have a responsibility, you have an opportunity to transform the thousands of people life, and very few people get this opportunity. And when you get this opportunity, you have to utilize this 100%. Once you get into this trap of bribe, corruption, and honey trap and everything, we are destroying our life. Coming to the power is one big challenge. The biggest challenge is maintaining the ethics when you are in the power. Some of you may say, sir, I am ethical, I have not done anything wrong till now. That is bit easier, but once you are in a powerful position, that is not so easy, and you have to do it, because very few people get this opportunity. So this is about integrity. What is integrity, and what are the challenges that we face, and the solution, and some example. We'll give you a few more example. Now remember, we don't know which question will come from this integrity, but any question they ask, if you know this task, along with, actually you should know some codes from the website Brainy Codes, you should be ready to create any answer for any question that is asked. It's a trap. What is trap, Madhur? We can see many cases where politicians have killed the civil servants and they are not punished. Do you know that they have killed actually? Yes, in media it shows, it might be very case actually, but they're very rare. And we'll give you the example also, Shweta, for that. Yes, it is true, but they're also true that in spite of these issues, there are many ethical officers also there who are around us. Any doubt about this slide, which is very important slide actually? Please look into this. Okay, before we go further, any other interesting, funny questions that you have? Like yesterday, we discussed some of them. There was some question that we did not discuss, 717 or something. If some of you know, you can ask, or ask some other interesting, tricky question. We should have a simple answer. Hello, 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 hello. Yes. Something which is interesting, funny. So before that, Ganesh wants to know the fourth point. What is this fourth point? One, two, three, four. Work on the self-control. See, if what is self-control means, actually there are people who are trying to deviate you. Like, sir, please do this, sir. I will give you 20 lakh. Sir, do this, sir. We'll make sure that you will get promotion. Sir, you tell me what kind of girl you want, sir. She will be ready by evening. I will arrange. You just do this, sir. These are all the temptations that people may offer, but we should have a self control not to get involved in this. And for that, we need to practice. Self control cannot come in one day. Suppose every day, suppose if I'm keeping alarm at 4 o'clock, but we'll wake up only at 5:50 because class starts at 6 o'clock, then we don't have a self control. Fasting is a method to improve the self control. We have the food, but today we decided not to eat for 24 hours. That is not easy, and that is called working on the self control. Okay, what is that question? So which is first, egg or chicken? Sai Krishna. We'll try other question. What is heavy but blue? What is not heavy but blue? It will take time to deal with the false complaint. Yes, it will take the shallow. See the question from Himanshu. If somebody wants to answer, what is not heavy but blue? We can't see the question, Raghav. I'm reading the question, Raghav. The question is, what is not heavy but blue? Is actually answer sky is correct, Himanshu. Cloud is not blue, Vanshika, I think. Okay, according to Himanshu, sky is also not correct. Cloud is also not correct. What is not heavy but blue? Okay, we'll try other question. Before we go, Himanshu, can you tell the answer? We just wait for 1 minute. Answer is light blue. Answer is light blue, it seems. That is light and blue. What is light blue means? The blue color light you are talking about. Okay, so there is one question from Prashant actually. What is that letter that start with E and end also with E, but only one letter in it? The question that he is asking is, okay. So the answer is they have given envelope is the answer. That's a good question, good answer. I think it is right. So the starting with the letter E, ending with letter E, and one letter in it, that is envelope. But in I, the one letter is not there, Sai Krishna and Mahima. I think envelope is the right answer. Prashant, is it right? I is a one word actually, not one letter. Yes, one last question of the day before I go further. That was an interesting. Envelope is good. Blue light is a good. Okay, then one last question. What breakfast sir eat morning? Is that question, Konatam, you are asking? What breakfast sir we eat morning? I didn't get actually. Or you may be asking, what is the breakfast that we cannot eat in the morning? Is it a question? Okay, think about it. Raj Arvind has one question. What is one thing that belongs to you but others use it more? I think I know the answer. What is that one thing that belongs to you but others use it? Yes, Himanshu has given the answer. The answer is name. Okay, the name is yours, but other people use it more. Shali, your name. How can a girl go 25 days without a sleep? I know the answer, but let me see whether others can answer. Prashant has one last question. What? How can a girl go 25 days without sleep? Okay, Raj Arvind has given the answer. Others, anybody, let the other people think. Okay, so how can a person can go 25 days without sleep because he or she can sleep at night? Okay, that was just a funny, interesting question. So send some smileys for others who have sent the question. Let's we go ahead. Fine. Okay, thank you. See, why do we do this also? Remember, normally when you are studying for 2 hours or something, after 1 hour or something, 1 hour if you study continuously, it is advisable to take some break. Maybe like for example, if you are focusing on one place, you can go outside and see the things which are very far away from you, or talk to somebody whom you like, or read these funny jokes or something, some interesting question. Do that and come back, so that next 25 minutes or something, 40 minutes, 1 hour, you can focus again. So in order to know more about integrity, know more about the Mahatma Gandhiji's 1920 incident, you have to study. I'm giving you some example. In 1920, Mahatma Gandhiji has started non-cooperation movement. If somebody who not, for them history is not completed, don't worry, you will understand it later. So in simple, non-cooperation means the Britishers are able to rule us because we are cooperating with them. If we don't cooperate, we cannot rule. He has told what is satyagraha and everything to the people, and people understood in their different way. And it was happening in the year 1922. There was a place called Chauri Chaura. You can see it in the image. It is a place in Uttar Pradesh. A group of volunteers who are the part of the satyagraha, involved in the non-cooperation movement, they put a fire to a police station. They put a fire to the police station, and in which there were some police officials were there, and they burnt alive. That means this movement turned into a violent movement, but violence was created. Mahatma Gandhiji believes in the non-violence. When Mahatma Gandhiji heard about this incident, he decided to stop the non-cooperation movement. There was some pressure on Gandhiji not to do this actually. There was some pressure on Gandhiji. See, now Indians are motivated to do this cooperation. Just because some incident happening somewhere, we should not stop it. Sorry. Okay. Then Mahatma Gandhiji said that it is my biggest blunder to start the satyagraha without actually telling or convincing, make them understand what is satyagraha to the people. And no matter what, I am stopping this non-cooperation movement. And he went on to fast until the people stop this movement. So he followed ethics in his life actually. Whatever that is a right, that is a value called non-violence. This can also be an example for integrity in the life of Mahatma Gandhiji. So read this and make a simple notes of 2 to 3 sentences by using the internet. So this can be one of the example for integrity. Yes, there are very rare cases where the politicians have murdered the civil servants. Yes, there are there. Now there is a question that is in front of you. Please have a look at this question and see how can you create the answer. And you have 3 minutes, and you have to get minimum 5 sentences on your own. Now, once again, for this question that we are discussing, no, sir, it is not rare. That means many IAS are killed. You will get out of the total IAS officer who have been served from 1952 till 2024. There is an attack on zero, less than 0.01% of the people. In spite of these incidences, there are many people actually working. So their incidences are there, but they're less than 0.01%. If you have more, please show us some proofs. Now, please listen to this. There is a question that is given to you. We'll open the charts for public while discussing this question. But first, you have to find your own answer. 5 sentences on how do you approach this question. After you have given your 5 sentences, please observe your friends. How are they writing it? Your time starts now. Please go through that. 3 minutes to do some brainstorm. How do you create 150 words? That is a challenge. How do you understand? Prashant, answer is W, right? Yes, Madhur, if you possible, you can write in paragraph, key points, anyhow you can try for now. I will explain it later. Your comments or the statement can also be seen by others. So just for your information, so you can type it, and you can also read others answers once you completed your answer. Okay, those who have posted your answer, that's good. Please look into the others' answer and see have they written better than you, or is there is any points that can be learned actually from them. And good for actually many of you have participated. That is super. Good, good. Last 1 minute. So Sai Krishna and others like you have like posted so fast. Just to know, did you like type or you are using any speech to text actually? Himanshu and other Raj Arvind and all, you are able to post it. So just for a curiosity, do you type all this so fast or you have any speech to text? Typing in mobile only, Sai Krishna. Okay. So Himanshu uses Gboard. What is this Gboard actually? I'm not sure, Himanshu. What is that? Above statement tells us about the okay. I am typing in laptop. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Himanshu uses speech to text. Okay, okay. Some of you are using speech to text. Some of you are typing in mobile. Some of you are in the laptop. Okay, good. Good. Last 30 seconds. If anybody want to post in the middle of something or something, like post it. I know it is normally difficult in exam. You should just do the brainstorm and write it in the paper. Many of them are not comfortable in typing. That's okay. So whoever is comfortable, type it. Others, you can write it in the paper and cross check also. That's fine. Okay. Now, please stop reading the others' comments actually, and please listen to me. Okay. Now, if you have any doubts, issues, or something, we'll take it. Now, as we discussed, this question is also based on that. Most of the questions in ethics comes like this: a statement, and what do you understand by the given statement in the present day scenario? Explain. Now we know the meaning. Many of you have rightly given the meaning. The challenge is how do you create 150 words in the examination hall? Whenever a statement is given, one of the best way of introduction is explaining the meaning in simple words. In looking for the people to hire, you look for three qualities. So see, now whenever you are writing, you should write examples. No, examples you should write. But it should be relevant to the question. So the question is about hiring. Question is about hiring. So if you're writing example, it should be related to recruitment, but you can give the example from government organization recruitment, a private organization, or for an NGO. Anytime we are recruiting, so whenever you give example in this question, don't give example of Gandhiji, Hitler, and all those leaders example. Positive, negative. And when I say Gandhi, Hitler, Gandhi is a positive, Hitler as negative, and all, or some terrorist and all. So try to give examples related to hiring the people. That is important. You look for three qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. And if they do not have the first, the other two will kill you. The first one is integrity. Second, other two is intelligence and energy. Other two will kill you. That means they will destroy you and destroy the organization for which we have hired. Let us we understand with further details so that you will get more clarity. So this can be, if you want to simplify this, integrity can also be called as EC, while the intelligence and energy can be called as PC. Those who have attended previous classes, can somebody tell me what is EC and PC? According to test, username test, it is also mentioned in Arthashastra. Most of them will be one or other way mentioned in many of our previous texts also. Correct? So PC and EC, yes, many of you, as rightly said, ethical competence and the professional competence. So if you know those terms, actually, now listen to me. So according to the Warren Buffett, whenever we are recruiting the individual, we should not only give priority to the professional competence, but also the ethical competence. This is your introduction. You should not say EC is important or PC is important. Warren Buffett is not saying that. We should not only give importance to the professional competence, we should also give priority to the ethical competence. That is, in the above statement, Warren Buffett is highlighting or informing us or guiding us that in the process of recruitment, we should not only give priority to the professional competence, but also ethical competence. This is your introduction. Now, what is our answer? See, this person we are hiring has no integrity according to the question, but has intelligence and energy is there. Energy is there. What will happen? Now, if we hire this person, if, when you do not have integrity, what does that mean? This person do get influenced by the temptation. They will get influenced by the temptation. Integrity means not getting influenced by the temptation. Not having integrity means what? They may know what is right and wrong, but they get influenced by the temptation. That is what we can understand, interpret. If you know integrity, like, see how focus here. Now, entire focus should be on this discussion so that you will get clarity. Now we can create example. Suppose Ramesh, we can give any name: Ramesh, Suresh, Raju, Lakshmi. This is called hypothetical example. Working in a private organization, this person has access to the trade secret. Every company will have some trade secret actually. But the competitor company, the opposite company or the company B offers a huge money, this person is ready to share the same secret. This person, I am a person working in company A, I have access to some trade secret. The opposite company should not know the some secret ingredients or some formulas or strategies that we follow. But as a Ramesh, I am working in this organization, I am a very good professionally competent, that's why I'm hired, that's why I'm in a top position, I have access to. But when the competitor company is asking huge money, I'm ready to share it. That is called getting influenced by the temptation. Now, these people who do not have integrity means they get succumb to the pressure. Succumb to the pressure. Succumb to the pressure. Now, here actually, Suresh, you can give any woman name also, or for your convenience, you can avoid it also, or we'll take. Suppose Suresh is working in a government organization. One we give private, let us we give another example, private organization. So now that was private government organization. Now he is the in charge of recruitment for the post of some lecturer. Normally he has to conduct interview and select the best lecturer, that he has a discretionary power. But a local politician has given a pressure to recruit one of his relative for the post. But he has got influenced by that pressure, the threat calls. Otherwise, I will do that, this and everything. He did not has courage to say no when you don't have integrity. That is why he has given the job to the relative. Imagine when these people with this, actually, when you hire the people like this, Ramesh and Suresh, then the organization will destroy, whether private or government. That is the meaning, actually, other two will kill you. After writing the introduction, you have to explain with the help of this example. Now give the few more example. Because these people have intelligent, they may reach higher position. They may reach higher positions in the organization. If they are in higher position, what they do? They encourage us more and more corrupt people, because these people are corrupt. They encourages other corrupt people, but they discourages honest officials, because they are threat. If I am a corrupt, my subordinate is honest, that is a problem. So I unnecessarily interfere in that person's work. Actually, I transfer them threat calls and everything, and this will also destroy the organization. And because you have intelligence and energy, they will identify loopholes, some issues, crises are there. Normally, if they are ethical, they would have tried to correct the loopholes. Oh, there is somewhere opportunity for misuse, let us correct it. But these people who identify the loophole and use it for their benefits, use it for self benefits. So because of all this, organization will destroy. That is why in the process of recruitment, we should not only conduct aptitude test, we should also conduct ethics test. That is why, as rightly UPSC has introduced ethics, integrity, aptitude in the selection of civil servants. This is one of the right step. This is your conclusion. What is conclusion? So that's why when we are recruiting, whether for a private organization, government, or an NGO, along with aptitude test, we should also include a ethics test. And in the right way, UPSC has introduced the ethics, integrity, and aptitude as one of the subject to recruit the civil servants, or introduce the ethics as one of the subject to recruit the civil servants. So we can not only test the aptitude, we can also write attitude test also. We can write that once you understand actually attitude, you will know. Along with aptitude test, they should also conduct attitude test, the mindset test. So this is how you could have created answer for this. Now you see that most of the explanation that we have given was there in our discussion, but it's all about how do you apply that to this question. We don't know which question will come. There are 100 quotes we can create on integrity. Any quotes may come. But if you know this, we can write the answer. Can we use example of scams? Yes, we can give, but don't quote any particular name. We see the people who are intelligent and energy and without integrity are involved in a 2G scam, Commonwealth scam, Colgate scam, like that you can write. Sir, ethics test is not included in other government or private institution. That's why we are giving suggestions, Shweta. It should be included. Any doubt about this question? And these slides also will be sharing to you. No. Okay. Hope you have understood. Please give your thumbs up, or means this type of example we can mention. Yes, Madhur, you can mention these type of examples also. That's why we have given. Now what we'll do? We'll take the break. So it's a time for break. And then we'll continue our discussion. So it's a break time. Now it's the time is almost 8:02 or something. So class starts at 8:20. So take the break, enjoy, and come back. Some 2 to 3 minutes earlier also will join. Hello, hello. Yes, it is correct. Thank you. So, hi friends. So, welcome to you all for the class of ethics, integrity, and aptitude after the break. Is audio and video is clear? And any doubts before we go ahead with the next topic? Um, Attitude is determined by character, sir, or there is a difference? Shallow. As for now, we'll keep attitude as pending, okay? Because again, as I told you, we will be discussing about attitude for more than 4 hours in the future classes. Once we completed the civil service values, and then we will get character. Then we will get details, okay? Okay, so I'll explain in detail. In simple, if I want to tell attitude, attitude is a part of the character. Character is a very broader concept in which one component is attitude. I'll explain in detail for 4 hours, okay, in the future. Okay, so the questions are clear. Now, after the integrity, one more important quality that is required is dedication. What do you understand by the word dedication? As a civil servant, you should have dedication to the civil services, it seems. So, some of the answers are being focused according to Sai Krishna. Regular motivated action to achieve the specific goal according to Mahima, devoted attention, zeal to do something, diligently doing the work, sincerity, giving maximum, giving our 100%. Okay. So there's one more word called commitment. What do you think the word commitment and dedication? Are they same? Are they related? Or anything? Can you think of the word commitment? This dedication says that if you really want to achieve something, you will find a way, it seems. So what is commitment? I'll tell Krishna. So discipline, when we put ourselves to the process. What is this commitment and dedication? Commitment is a higher degree of dedication. Are you sure, Shallow? Or is the opposite is true? Okay. So it is all about creating the, you have to create a questions in the mind before you listen. Let us we understand what is commitment and what is dedication. For that, we'll take an empty slide and then we'll go ahead into this. First, we'll see what is commitment. Commitment. What is commitment? Please, friends, focus and also keep writing. It is a willingness to give our time and energy. It is a willingness to give our time and energy for the decision that we have taken, for the promise that has been given, for a particular person or an activity. I will explain this, don't worry. It requires self control, discipline, sometimes hard work. Sometimes hard work. This is known as commitment. Write it and then I'll explain to you. This is known as commitment. Listen to me. For example, now you have taken a decision that I will prepare for the civil service examination, or you have taken a decision that you will prepare for the civil service examination. Then, through willingly, not somebody is forcing you, through will, you are spending your maximum amount of time and energy. That means called commitment. Suppose if I have taken a decision, if I am not doing any other job, as an average minimum 8 hours per day I'm spending for this preparation, that too when I'm highest level of energy I have to give. That means I have a commitment. If any of you suppose not doing a job, not taking care of any other responsibilities, and not even spending 8 hours of time, then you have to rethink. The minimum there is 24 hours, or there are 24 hours actually. So in that you need to give only 8 hours. 16 hours you have to sleep, eat, and to spend good time with your friends, family, and all. The minimum. Maximum is no limitation. So minimum. So like here, what is commitment means? For I have taken the decision to prepare for this examination, we are spending our time and energy willingly. That is commitment. The promise, like if I'm get taking a job like as a civil servant, I am giving a promise or a oath that I will be abided by the constitutional values, and for that we are spending time and energy. That is a commitment. Marrying somebody, that is actually also a commitment. Giving birth to the next generation, that is a commitment. Where like if I'm giving birth to the next generation, I'm giving a promise that for the next 18 years I'll spend my maximum time of energy and the money that I have for the welfare of you. That is actually giving birth. Is not just, of course, just because our parents want somebody to play with or something, we should not give birth. Or the sexual relation not automatically should lead to the birth of a child is a choice, where we are giving a commitment to the next generation that for the next 18 years at least minimum, we will give our maximum time and energy. That's a commitment. Or for an activity, as a district magistrate you have taken a task that we will improve the quality of education in our district, improve the achieve the women. Hello, hello. So hi friends, so I think I'm audible now and the video is also clear now. Yes, thank you friends. All is well now, thank you. How much time we have to wait, Madhur? We don't know. Sometimes it happens. No, some no, technical issues happen. So that thank you for your patience. Let's we focus now. So we have been discussing commitment. So sometimes these things happen. So we should have commitment to continue our journey. Correct. So we should have a self control. So we are discussing about the topic called as commitment. 1 minute. Okay. So commitment means the decision that we have taken or the promise that has been given or to a person or an activity, we should be willing to spend our time and energy. It requires self-control. Now imagine every day sitting for 3.5 hours and listening to class, and then going back and reading that like 3.5 hours already, and then half an hour at least for revision, then 1 hour for current affairs, 1 hour for NCRT. So like this, your 8 hours is not so easy. Many times your mind wants you to deviate, especially in this 3.5. Just wait for some time. Okay. Sure. Okay. Hi, friends. Welcome to you all for the class of ethics, integrity, and aptitude after one more small break. Yes, now it's audible and also it is clear. Let's we start again. So don't worry, breaks are good actually. Oh, happy to see you all once again. But I can't see you. But happy to see your charts. So all of you have commitments to the class. So still you are actually there. Some people, okay, sir, anyhow stuck actually. So let's we go back. So you did not do that. So it happens sometimes, or very rarely it happens. So thank you for your patience. So, yes, thank you, friends. Let's we go ahead. So we have been discussing about the commitment and the dedication. So commitment, we have understood that it is that, once we have taken any decision, we need to give our time and energy willingly. And as a civil service aspirant, if you are not working employee, and you do not have much other family responsibilities, if you are a student, then minimum 8 hours out of the 24 hours you are expected to give for this preparation. It requires self control. Like weekend parties will be there, but you will attend the test, actually everything, yes, but it requires self control, it requires a discipline. There's a timetable, most of you have made a timetable. Like now, for example, if you are writing in 2024, by May, what are the things I need to complete? If I want to complete that you divide into monthly timetable, that into weekly timetables, daily timetables, and you will adopt it. Again, sitting for 3.5 hours listening to class, observing is all, sometimes physically it is training also, maybe. So that requires hard work. So then dedication. So what is dedication? So UPSC says, or the syllabus says, it is not that the commitment to public service, you should have dedication to public service, it seems. So what is dedication? Dedication is the highest form of commitment. It is an highest form of commitment. It is a commitment with passion and love. It is a commitment with perseverance. So if we take this commitment to the next level, that is called as dedication. So what is this highest form of commitment? Here in the commitment, we are spending time, we are spending energy. Like 9 to 5, I'm working willingly. Yes, I want to work, I'm working. But here I am involving myself into that. I have a passion to do that job. I love to do that job. That is called as dedication. Those who are going to become the public servant, you are not just working for 9 to 5, you enjoy the process of it. Now, those who have a commitment to the preparation, okay, 8 hours I have to study, just for example, okay, this is how I'll plan the 8 hours I will study. But those who have a dedication, you have passion to study, you have a curiosity to know, you feel happy. Okay, today I was able to understand ethical dilemmas in private and public institution. I understood the integrity. I know the importance of commitment and dedication. Every topic that you are learning, you are enjoying. So that process of enjoying is very, very important. You involving yourself is a dedication. Normally, when we have a passion and the love, we do not give up easily. That led to our next concept, that is perseverance. We usually have this perseverance also. So what is this perseverance? So it's an attitude of not giving up. It is an attitude of not giving up. It's a mindset of not giving up. Once you decided to do, you try hard to achieve it, actually, and you will make sure that you will achieve it. There was a person in Bihar. There will be so many people in Bihar and everywhere. There was a person called Dashrath Manji. Dashrath Manji. He was living with his family, and if this is a village, and if they want to go to the next town that is here, this is one away place, this is one place, they had a mountain to climb. They had to go across this. Many people were climbing this, actually, and then going here. One day, Dashrath Manji's wife was climbing this mountain, and she fell down and she severely injured. These villagers have been requesting the local politician from many years, please make us a road by dividing this mountain, because you cannot go around this. Please divide this and make us actually a road. They've been telling, yeah, we'll do, once we get the funds, we'll do it, do it, do it. But this Dashrath Manji, a person, he was not much aware how to get the work done by the government. And he's a very poor person. As a farmer, he is working. He started thinking about it. Okay, my wife, she got injured, it's very bad, and there are many other villages are also fighting. I have to find a solution. He had some two small tools, and he started breaking the mountain. People thought, "Arey, are you crazy, man? Can't you break a mountain? Arey, go and take care of your family. All this nonsense, you don't do it." But he was decided that okay, I will do. Every day from 8 to around 2 o'clock, he is doing his agriculture. But before 8 in the morning, after 2 in the afternoon, every day he was spending some time in breaking this mountain. Continued to work for 22 years. And he was able to make a road. He was created the road actually. After working for 22 years, actually one common person, that is called as perseverance, not giving up. So please consider watching a video. Go to YouTube and type, not now, after the class. If you type Dashrath Manji, you will get it. There is also a movie called Manji in Netflix that is based on the life of Dashrath Manji. So this is a perseverance. There was a person, this person is called as Mountain Man of India. Mountain Man of India. There is another person named as Jadhav Payeng from Assam. In his actually growing up as an young person, he has observed that we have a responsibility to take care of the environment. He was living close to these plains of Brahmaputra river. He thought that I need to plant a trees. So he started planting the trees. Again, he was actually to work for his livelihood, doing some other agricultural activities. Whenever he is free, he was planting the trees actually. The journey went on. And for working for 30 years, he was able to create a forest of more than 1,000 acres. So one person has created more than 1,000 acres of forest. And he's rightly called as Forest Man of India. And that requires perseverance. So Dashrath Manji and the Jadhav Payeng, you have to know more about these people. So just type Jadhav Payeng in YouTube, you will get videos. Dashrath Manji will get it. And that is perseverance. So that perseverance along with this commitment, and then you have this dedication. So you have commitment, but you do not give up. You will continue to do that. Now, if you ask what is perseverance, actually, Martin Luther King Jr. says that if you want to achieve something, try to fly. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Whatever you do, you keep moving. Whatever you do, you keep moving. This is perseverance. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Whatever you do, you keep moving. And these people in the life of Dashrath Manji and Jadhav Payeng, we have seen this, we can see these examples. So you should have a dedication for the public services. Now, in the material that we are sharing, you have some of these points that you can go through. What is dedication? Dedication is an highest form of commitment. It is a commitment with passion and love. It is a commitment with perseverance. It is giving our time, attention, and self entirely to a particular activity. Sometimes when we are doing the work, people get motivated by the success. That, okay, I wanted to earn 1 crore rupees, I earned 1 crore rupees. That will motivate for some people to continue the work. There are some people who get recognition. They, okay, I did 1 crore and other people are appreciating. That will motivate these people. But for those people who have a dedication, the very process or the journey itself is motivating. If you want to, like, preparing for the UPSC civil service examination, for some people it is a success. I cleared IAS. That will motivate actually to do something more. Some people get recognition is motivating, but for if you have a dedication, the very process that you are doing it, that is only motivating. Dashrath Manji, success, he was not sure. Whether can I break the mountain, he was not sure. Whether people will recognize, he was not sure. When he was there, people were scolding only. After his death, Padma Shri was given to them. Or in this, after in his old times or after the death it is given. So we may not get recognition or we may not get success, but the very process that we are doing, that is only motivate them to work again. In yesterday I was able to do this, I will try again. So enjoy that process. That is called dedication. Now you are a district magistrate and you are trying to solve the problem of like open defecation. You have a task that I want to make sure that my district will be ODF, open defecation free. We may not achieve success. By the time it is achieved, you may be transferred. People may not appreciate your effort, but you are in the right process. You know that you are doing it every day, you are working and towards it. That process itself, the journey itself will be motivating to the dedicated public servants. And working as an honest public servant is a very tough task. There are many internal and external factors that try to deviate from the person from the path of ethics. That is why you should have ethics and you should have a dedication. Only then you can do your duty properly. These are some keywords you need to remember. Here also we need to see that no government responded for the 22 years, as rightly said by Shweta. Yes, Shweta, it is true. Many villages, many developments, many problems are there. Many times these people can't focus. So now one more homework. Today they have so many homeworks that you have to please make sure that you are noting down all these homeworks actually. So one is a small videos of Dashrath Manji you have to watch. Small video of actually Jadhav Payeng you need to watch. Around 15 minutes video of D. Rupa IPS officer you need to watch. One more TED Talk is available. Armstrong Palming. He is an IAS officer from Manipur. He's an IAS officer from Manipur. One day he visited one of the villages in Manipur and he asked them actually, oh, is everything fine? Is there is any problem actually that I have to work or something? Once again, they told her, sir, we are living in this area and we have the nearest highway or the main road here, and here we'll get access to very good hospitals are there, and very good educational institutions are there, employment opportunities are there. But if you want to go here, the path is 100-kilometer road is there, 100-kilometer distance is there. We do not have any motorable road. That means a road where vehicles can go, road is not there. We literally have to walk for 100 kilometer if you want our products to be sold, if you want to get very good opportunity for a hospital, education and everything. Please make us a road. Armstrong Kwame, as a AS officer, a young AS officer, thought, of course, if you making the road, if you can't do, then what is it? He went to the concerned authorities, politician, and told that. But they don't told, they have informed him that we do not have funds. So he has come back and speaking to the people and told that, see, if government would have given the funds, I would have done. Sorry, but we cannot do now because we do not have the funds. Then people said, sir, if you are really willing to do that, I have my 6 months saving, I will give it to you. He thought, okay, you are ready to give your own money for the road. Super, how much money you are having? Sir, I have been saving 200 rupees every month. I have 1,200 rupees. I will give it for a road. 1,200 rupees road. Okay. Then another woman woke up. Actually, she said, sir, if you are willing to do that, I have this golden bangle. I will give it to you. The another woman stood up and said, sir, I don't have anything to give, but whoever comes to make this road, I'll prepare the food for them. Another old man stood up. Sir, I work freely. All these contributions may be very less compared to the road construction. But he thought that how important is this road construction? How people really need this actually. So he thought that let me do that if you are all willing. So Armstrong Kwame collected some money from his relatives. He had his own money, kept into that, and started construction of road. And you can see the picture related to that, an image related to that. He started sharing it in the social media. There are many other people who contributed. Finally, it becomes viral. Government also has actually had to join, and they have no other option. And finally, 100-kilometer road was constructed. People call him as Miracle Man of Manipur. And this road is called as People's Road. So there's a TED talk available. If you go to YouTube and type Armstrong Perman TED talk, where he talks about his journey of this 100-kilometer road, importance of innovation in the administration and everything. A very important video of the day. Please consider watching Armstrong Perman, and I feel that it's definitely will be motivate to become a very good ethical civil servant. So two videos, the D Rupa and then Armstrong Perman. Sure. Hope you'll do watch it. So once again, promise me that you will watch these videos as early as possible. Those who have time. Yes, only Sai Krishna promised, Raghav, Vanshika, Himanshu, Shali. Yes, thank you for others also. We'll assume that you will watch. Okay, you watched the Mountain Man now only, Arnab, without listening to our class, or earlier only you watched. Okay, super. Super. Whoever has given promise, thank you for that, and make sure that you will do it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so one more example. So these are all the examples you need to collect it. So after watching TED Talk, please make a summary with us actually and share it as with us tomorrow. Okay, share it as with tomorrow. If possible, you can make that notes in the Word format earlier only. Then once we start tomorrow, please paste it here. We'll open to the public. Others also observe how you are making the notes and everything. One more example in the context of integrity and dedication, Narendra Kumar. So, as we see, Narendra Kumar is an IPS officer working in the Morena district of Madhya Pradesh. While working in the year around 2012, he is known for taking a strict action against the illegal mining mafia that was happening in the Madhya Pradesh. One day he got a call that there is a tractor which is carrying the illegal mine stones. He went along with his a team, and the team they are coming. He went there actually. There is a tractor which is coming, carrying carrying that illegal mines. He stood in the middle of the road and tried to stop it. He was expecting that an IPS officer is standing and in the middle of the road, definitely they will stop. But the tractor ran over him, and this IPS officer has died in this incident. Now, what exactly happened to Narendra Kumar? There were two versions to this. Many of his family members and relatives feel that these people who are involved in mining mafia, they are so powerful that they're okay to kill even the IPS officer. Here, driver killed, but the driver got courage from those people who are involved in the mining, and there is a power behind that influence. Behind that they were waiting for an opportunity to kill, and when he stood in the middle of the road, they wanted to teach a lesson to the other bureaucrats also who are trying to do this. That is why they have killed this person. After the local level investigation, it went to our honorable CBI, and CBI has done the investigation and told that it was an accident. There was a brake failure to the tractor where the tractor was actually driver was giving the warning, but this officer did not move, and that is why this happened. Actually, that is what the legal opinion. Now, what is right, we don't know, but actually, he knows that there is some risk is involved. Actually, if he fight against these powerful people, but still he was able to do that. He is an example for moral courage. He is an example for dedication. He is an example for integrity. So based on the question, you can give this person as an example for moral courage, dedication, and integrity. If you again go to YouTube and type Narendra Kumar, you will get news reports about him actually showing the tractor and everything, actually details, and the person who committed. You may consider watching about a news report about Narendra Kumar also. Clear. So then Satyendra Dubey. Satyendra Dubey was working as an IES officer, Indian Engineering Service officer. He was working under the National Highway Authority of India and in the Golden Quadrilateral project in the year 2003. He has observed that there is a large scale corruption which is happening in this project. He has collected some facts and evidences that about the corruption which was happening in a system and submitted the report to the concerned authorities. He has requested authorities not to disclose this info about his information to other people. Do you know there is a term that is called for the people who would like to expose the corruption which is happening in a system? He has identified, collected facts and evidences, and submitted this submitted to authority. So the people who would like to expose the corruption or a wrong thing happening in a system are known as Some of you are saying activist, anonymous, better word. Yes, as rightly said by Hardik and Arnab, they are called as whistleblowers. Whistleblowers. So normally, if anything wrong is happening, we blow the whistle and alert other people that there is something wrong is happening. Here, this person was a whistleblower. He requested not to disclose his name, but somehow his name came out in the media that Satyendra Dubey has filed a report against some corrupt people and everything. After the few days of publishing this report, he was found in his car with some bullets in his body and he has died. What happened to Satyendra Dubey? There are two sides to it actually to understand this. There are few people again associated with Satyendra Dubey, and the family members of Satyendra Dubey feel that these people who are involved in a corruption, they consider Satyendra Dubey as a threat, and that's why they have only hired some gundas actually and they killed that person. Once again, after the local level investigation, it went to the higher level investigation, and our honorable CBI has done the investigation, and it has came to this opinion that there were two people who tried to do robbery, and in that robbery attempt that was happened, there's a clash between Satyendra Dubey and these two people who are involved in robbery, and in that they have killed, and two people have given the punishment. But many people feel that both in the case of Satyendra Dubey and Narendra Kumar, the real people who are involved in this issue, they never came out. But some common innocent people were arrested and faced the problems. Which side is the truth? We do not know actually. So you can refer to the news report and all. But definitely Satyendra Dubey, Narendra Kumar, they are the examples of moral courage, once again integrity and the dedication. Integrity and the dedication. So you may consider watching the there if you go to YouTube and type Satyendra Dubey, there are videos are available about this person also. We will start the work culture, the topic of work culture. So are we clear till now? Any doubts before we go ahead? Shall we move ahead? Whistleblower. So Shali, whistleblower means the person who would like to expose the corruption happening in an organization or a system. When there's some corruption happening, like Satyendra Dubey has identified the scam and he has collected facts and evidences and tried to expose to the higher authorities. This process is called whistleblowing, and the person is known as whistleblower. The truth will never come out, but the people say truth cannot be hidden for a long time. But the people who have committed, they know the truth actually. And what is truth is also again subjective. What happened only Satyendra Dubey knows actually, and the person who committed it knows. Is it the cost of good work they pay for their life actually? These people are examples for dedication. Yes, Ganesh, they are example for dedication, moral courage, and the integrity. Based on the context, we need to use it. The world needs to know that these people, those people who have done it. Yes, Shwetaji, that's why the people like you should be in the investigation, the police, and everything, so that you will make sure that these people are not losing their life. And if even if they lose, actually, in the rare cases, at least the people who are behind this should come out to the light. Sorry to ask, in the case of Narendra Kumar, isn't it extreme or excess? See, what happened in Narendra Kumar case, he was not though we do not know the mindset, he was not expecting that. Normally what happened, the people, those so-called the owners of this mining are those some the people who are in the top position, they may have a courage. And normally the common driver, he may thought that he never dared to ran over, he may just trying to stop. And normally, if a vehicle is coming, if any common person stood only, they will stop. That's what normally happen. Maybe he has never expected that the driver will actually ran over on this issue, that he might not have expected. As in, yes, friends, it's the time that we'll move ahead. And with this one small topic of that will start for today, as there was some technical issue, we may take 5 minutes extra. That's all actually. And do you know what is work culture? Work culture. What may be the meaning of work culture when you know this? Just try. The culture in our workplace, according to Raj Arvind. Chitturi says the work culture means behavior and having appropriate relations in an organization. Working environment, art of doing the better work, atmosphere where we work. Super, super. All these points are correct. Now listen to it. So, as a public servant or a civil servant, we should have dedication. Fine, right? But if you want to bring the dedication among the employees in the organization, that is so it is continuing with the dedication. We have a dedication and we see the people who have sacrificed their life, they've worked everything. But we want to create a people who are also dedicated. And for that to happen, we need to create healthy work culture. Now let us we understand something. So before we go ahead, please focus here for some time. Okay. Every organization, focus, organization. There is an organization, whether it is a government organization, private organization, or the non-governmental organization. They will have some goals and objectives. A private company may have, suppose they were running like just noodles, Maggie noodles. They have turnover of 1 crore. They may want to improve, make it a 10 crores of turnover or something. One example. So the broader goal they divide to further objectives. And in the same way, government may have a dream to achieve inclusive growth, where a diverse section of society will participate in the growth process. They will get education, skill, and everything, and start working. An NGO may have this broader goal that they in our area where we are working, they should not be beggars. If any beggars are there, will come. They bring them rehabilitation, everything. So there may be a broader goal. They divide to further parts like an objectives. In order to achieve that, they will identify the suitable candidates. Suitable candidates. Like, for example, they conduct an aptitude test. Apt means suitable. To know that their mindset actually, and also they have a sufficient knowledge, skill, and mindset required to achieve this task. Every organization will have goals and objectives. For that, they will identify suitable candidates and they provide a platform to them, a place where they can come and work. Usually a physical platform like an organization or an office, or it can be a digital platform in some cases. After giving platform, they give a sufficient motivation to them so that they will achieve the goals and objectives. This is what every organization does it. But if they want to achieve that, they have to make sure that the employees who are working in the organization are enjoying the job they do. In the 21st century, suppose if there is an interview and I ask you, see, why do you think that I should hire you? And the other person says that actually, sir, I am ready to do the hard work, sir. మీరు ఎంత కష్టమైన పని ఇచ్చినా నేను కష్టపడి చేస్తాను. No matter what kind of work that you give, I am ready to do hard work and then I will do. That is why you should hire me. Usually these people will not be hired. If somebody can do hard work, actually you can do it 1 day, 2 day, or 3 days actually, but you cannot continue normally hard work. But that is when 21st century accept this physical work. We need a people who enjoy the work. When they enjoy the work, they should enjoy the work that they're doing, and they should follow the rules and regulation voluntarily. They should follow the rules and regulation voluntarily. So, for example, class supposed to start at 6 o'clock and take at 9:30. Syllabus to be completed. It is not like our manager will tell, sir, 6 o'clock is over, sir. Please start the class, sir, and please come at the right time, sir. Please complete the syllabus, sir. Sir, please take till some 5-10 minutes extra, sir. Some whenever it is required. So it is not somebody is forcing. We are willingly following the rules and regulation associated with the organization, and we maintain healthy relationship or cordial relationship with our colleagues or with our co-workers. Cordial relationship, a very heartful relationship with our co-workers. They have to do that. If you can create a situation where employees can enjoy the work that they are doing, and they follow the rules and regulation voluntarily, and they maintain a cordial relationship with the co-workers, and this is known as healthy work culture. This is known as healthy work culture. Then you will get the doubt, what is work culture? As many of you rightly said, work culture is the environment that is created within an organization. Within an organization, there is an organization, we are creating environment. This environment includes the mindset of the employees, the way they think, the way they analyze, their behaviors, how do they behave with other people, how do they interact with other people, what are the values that they have of the employees. So it is the environment that is created within the organization. It is about the mindset, behavior, interaction, and the values of the employees in the organization. How we are creating. So in simple, for example, before this teaching field, I was working in the fields of medical coding and medical transcription in some of the MNC companies, where, for example, if our head of the organization was Tony, when if this person is moving there, if we call hi sir and something, normally he will not respond. Now what is that actually? Like, if you want to create an environment, no need to call somebody as a sir or madam, call with the name. Like we say hi Tony, so they'll hi Srinivas. So that is a environment. That's how do we interact with them. Suppose if I have some problem, I have to write a letter. After 3 days, it will go to another letter, another. No, you can directly write a mail. See, Tony, this is a problem that I'm having. Okay, call the other person. Problem is solved. If you have any problem, how it is get resolved, how do you interact with other people, are they appreciating the people who are doing good, are they helping the people who are actually facing some crisis. All this is forms a part of work culture. So in simple, work culture means way of life in generally. So that include our mindset, behavior, interaction, and it will all create with all the employees together. They have some values, mindset, actually practices, behavior together. Everything, they create an environment, and that is known as work culture. If there is an environment where the employees are enjoying the job they are doing, and they are following the rules and regulation, maintaining a good relationship with other people, that is called healthy work culture. And this healthy work culture is important for our organization to reach the goals and objectives. Are we clear here? Did you understand this? Yes. Okay. If you know this, actually, as I told you, friends, there was some technical glitch. I'll be taking 5 minutes extra than the normal time. After that, I will take, if you have time for doubts or something, that will also be taken. So if you know this, actually, what is work, a healthy work culture, now rather this heading actually, rather than what is healthy work culture, please change the heading. So steps to create healthy work culture. Steps to create healthy work culture. There are some steps that you have to take to create healthy work culture in the organization. So what are those steps that you have to take? It is very simple general statement. Now there's a, like, after my thought, this explanation, if you find any new things that any organization, if you're working organization, they are doing, or if they're observing, you can please share. But first listen to me for a few minutes. First thing, whoever is in the leadership position, that person should be friendly. That means easily approachable. If we have any issues, we can share with that. At the same time, that person should be a role model. How to work, how to teach, actually I can learn from the top of the person who is in the top position. Usually many of the employees come with the idea that I, nanu, like I, but it is the organization that has to create the feeling of we. Some people think that actually, sir, I just come, I do my work. There are many employees are very narrow minded. I don't actually talk to them. That is not correct. Actually, in an organization, it is not that one person is doing the work, but as a team, how do you work, that is important. So we have to create a feeling of, change the feeling from I to we. And for that, we need to create some team building activities. like some activities where you work in a one group, another a group actually, and you have a group discussion. You are giving the task according to the groups, and you keep changing the groups. If you make one group only, always actually once again the division will develop within the between the groups. And we should be training them regularly even after joining. It should not that they will, it is the end of learning coming into a job. No, they should go on learning the different skills and values required to do the job properly. Wherever possible and feasible, you can have employee friendly policies and the practical guidelines. So, employee friendly policies. Suppose wherever possible, flexible timings can be given. Earlier, we thought that we cannot do work from home only. But thanks to the Corona and COVID 19, now it is proved that many works can be done at home. So, for some flexibility is given to the employees to work at home wherever possible and feasible. If you are appointing somebody or giving promotion, and we don't tell the reason why we are given the promotion, then other people think that, oh, there may be something wrong actually, some relation between these people, that this everything. Whenever we appoint somebody promotion, we should not maintain any secrecy. We should tell clearly who, why that person was appointed, why some person was given the promotion, everything, so that the transparency is maintained. No secrecy. Transparency means no secrecy. Some point, if any doubt, keep it, I will explain to you. So then we have given some more points. For example, we should conduct a regular meeting with the employees, and we should engage the employees in the process of decision making. They should be given an opportunity. Suppose if there is any issue, like I take the decision, you have to implement. Rather than that, see, this is the problem that we are having. Can you come up with some suggestion? Yes, Raju, tell your opinion. Yes, Raju is coming with this solution. Tell Lakshmi, do you agree with Raju's opinion? Suresh, what you are telling is correct. So let us we have the discussion, and then we take a decision. People feel actually they develop a more obligation to work. So regular meeting, engage the employees also in some important decisions that you take. Whoever is performing well, appreciate them. Whoever is facing the some problem, motivate them. If you want to appreciate somebody, appreciate in front of all. If you want to explain some problems to them or solve their problem, talk to them personally. These are all simple things, makes a difference. You make sure that you are giving some time to enjoy for them, so that they will enjoy personal life. And it is up to the individual how do they manage personal life, work life. But as a manager, we will make sure that they have a time to enjoy their personal life. There should be a competition. For example, best employee of the month, there should be a competition among the employees to get this. But they should not create a wrong image about another person, and then, like for example, I'll create a wrong image about other person, then I will get this. No, that is not required. A healthy competition should be there among the employees. You can add few more points. The last slide of our discussion for today, we can keep on adding. Actually, the last two slides, actually they are related. Case study, we'll discuss it tomorrow. So you can talk about, see, because employees are working around 8 hours, there should be a proper lighting and temperature should be there. Proper light should be there, temperature should be there. Otherwise they can't focus on the work. So make sure the lighting is good and temperature is good. You can have best employee of the month, honest employee of the month, citizen friendly employee of the month, and put it their name on the notice board. Some people want to tell some problem, but they don't want to disclose their name. So there should be an opinion box where they can give anonymous letters also, their opinion, some issue, some concern. Now we can cross check that, and if it is a really problem, we can take the solution. Somewhere you can write the quote of the day. Digital boards are there. When they read, it will it helps in the development of personality. If possible, you can write a joke of the day. But remember, now see, take it as a challenge. Or whoever is attending the class, it is very difficult to create ethical jokes. That when I say ethical jokes, the jokes should not hurt anybody. Most jokes, when we speak, actually, it may be hurting the sentiment of some caste, region, religion, color, or their body shape, size, or something. Actually, normally it is difficult. So think of some one or two jokes that we'll see tomorrow. Is it really possible to create a joke that should create a fun but should not hurt anybody? I personally feel it's impossible. But you make me actually wrong. Actually, we'll see tomorrow. You need to find at least two jokes which creates funny of reading that, but it should not hurt anybody's sentiment. Check that once. Actually, let's we see. Joke of the day, you can have a get together of the families of the employees, and that develops an informal bonding among them once in a month, once in a 3 months or something. And you can enlist the birthdays of the employees and celebrate their birthday. You know, if and now celebrating birthday is not necessary, we cut the cake. Suppose if any government organization, there also we can celebrate. We can visit an orphanage and celebrate birthday. We can go to old age home. We can go to government school and we can celebrate. Some general suggestion, it is available in the material. The last slide of the day that we are discussing, same thing whatever I discussed in the work culture, we put it as a summary here. So this you can try to create a flow chart, like, healthy work culture. You will write healthy work culture, then you will write these points in like this actually, in the form of a flow chart if there is any question. So you select few. So career development opportunities, what does it mean? Whoever has joined in one level, they should have opportunity to grow further. Wherever possible and feasible, employees have flexibility in what time they have to work and in which place they have to work. For whatever they are working or contribute to the organization, they should get appropriate remuneration also. We should create an environment where people are happy to learn. Learning should not be a burden. We celebrate the festivals of different communities so that cultural diversity is maintained. We try to share as much information as possible, be truthful. Once I give any task to them, we do not unnecessarily interfere in them. We give freedom. This is the task. Like for example, the management may tell, sir, you have to teach ethics. Okay, they can give some guidelines, but every time, sir, why you are teaching dedication after this? Why not actually that this everything? Why are you using this example? Why can't you use it earlier? If there too much interference in every slide, then we can't do a justice to our duty. They should give freedom. Now, sir, this is all our expectation. This is a syllabus. You have to complete everything, and some freedom should be given to us. How, which topic to cover when, how to go about it, which videos to use, or photos to show, or images. Autonomy should be there. Regular meetings should be conducted, and whoever is performing well, a recognition should be given to them. This is all about work culture and healthy work culture. These last are actually, if you feel it is, we went fast because it is simple topic, but no problem. Once you can go through this, and if you find any doubts, actually, we are happy to answer that question. And this case study will be discussed tomorrow. And yes, friends. Okay, there is no class right tomorrow. Yes, Shri, you are right. So we'll be meeting on Monday. The next class will be on Monday. Revise everything and come, please. Now, why there is no class tomorrow? What is January 26th, Raghav, on the occasion of Republic Day? So, cultural diversity. Ganesh, what is cultural diversity? There are, we can celebrate in our organization. Suppose we can celebrate the festivals belong to Christians also, Islam religion also, Hindu also. We can have a ethnic day so that people come from the different communities. We represent different communities actually. So, the different traditions we can celebrate. We can celebrate Sankranti also, New Year also, Ugadi also, Christmas also, Ramzan also. Respecting the people and their culture. Answer writing on Saturday. Which answer writing that you are talking about on Saturday? I'm not sure, Shweta. Sir, previous slide you want to know. Yes, friend, this is a previous slide. Shivaji. Sir, class module PPT are not yet uploaded. Okay, Madhu, our team is looking into this comment actually and hope that they do it. Is it relating to work culture or dedication? As heading says, it is for dedication. See, Chituri, it is dedication as a topic and work culture are related. Now, I have a dedication, but if you want to inculcate dedication in our employees, we need to create healthy work culture. That's why they are connected. Okay. Sir, adopt a learning culture. That's the question. What is the meaning of that? We want to encourage that employees will are curious to learn. It's a way of life where if any task is given, they are okay to learn about it. They are happy to learn. So it is a way of life where they have a curiosity to learn. They are happy to learn. That is known as learning culture. We need to encourage them. Because you asked this actually, Annamalai. Do you know this Annamalai? So he was an ex-IPS officer from the Karnataka cadre. When he was actually working as an IPS officer, when he calls meeting with subordinates, usually he go with a one self-help book like motivation, the monk who sold his Ferrari. Now before the meeting starts, actually for a few minutes he will share, see, this is a book I read recently and these are the lessons I learned and I feel it is interesting. He will buy his own book and he will distribute the books to the people. Actually in next meeting, Ramesh, did you go through this book, man, by mistake? Actually, did you learn one page, have you studied, or 10 page, what did you learn from that? So when we ask that, are IPS officer is asking and giving free book, let's we read sometime. That is also an example for learning culture. Okay, Arnab, sir, also make my own notes. So Rashida, yes, you have to make your own notes, but if you are making, that is good, but how to make, I will explain in the last day. Sir, previous slide, I think the previous slide to this previous slide, I think this only. Shalu, are we in the right slide? Sir, are you from Tamil Nadu? Gayatri, I'll tell it in the last day. You guess by the time, actually. Sir, I also make my own notes or PPTs enough. Rashida, you have to make your own notes. How, I will tell. So Shweta wants to know adequate lighting. So it is not lightning actually. If it is lightning, I'll change it. So it is lighting actually. Okay, lighting, the arrangement, the light, no, the light and temperature should be good so that it is convenient for employees to work for 8 hours. The light, light, now we are having temperature, it should be according to the convenient of employees. Okay, Shweta, got it. And cultural diversity in the healthy environment. Cultural diversity means appreciating the people and the traditions of the different culture by talking about them, discussing about them, by celebrating about them. Thank you, sir, for an advance happy Republic Day. Yes, Komula is expecting that I'm from AP. Gayatri thinks that I'm from Tamil Nadu. Like celebrating festival. Yes, Chituri, you're right. Including Republic Day, Independence Day, we can celebrate, and Sankranti, we can celebrate, ethnic days, we can celebrate. All this is part of cultural diversity. Yes, friends, any other doubts you have, you can ask. The last 1 or 2 minutes, and those who do not have a doubt, and you can also leave. Okay, Shweta believes that I'm from Karnataka. Okay, 3 states are there. Now we'll see which state I belong to in the last day, I will tell. Just for curiosity. You are not answering my question. Shweta ji, what is your question? Saturday, will you give or upload questions for test? Last week, actually, have you, we have given the questions. Have you received any questions of the last test? The test one, have you written? Yes, we will share some more questions, Shweta. This week also. Last week, I have shared 5 questions. Have you, any of you have received it actually, those questions? This week also will be sharing. So when so many comments are coming, sometimes we miss the one statement, Shweta, so don't feel bad. Sir, please tell mistakes if we give the answer to what you ask in the class so that we can improve it. See, in shallow, that's a good comment. Most of the times, what happens, if it is really wrong, definitely we say, like if you observe, no man, you should not think like that or something. Then otherwise, they also can be right. It's all about what is that better answer or something. So if whenever you give the comments and if it is a wrong, I will definitely point out it is right. There can be wrong answer, but it's there are many right answers can be there. That's why most whenever you write, there also can be right. If it is wrong answer, I will definitely tell. That is my job. Not uploaded last week. Okay, Shweta, will inform the team. And yes, this week also we'll give the test, weekly test we'll give, including the case studies. Last 1 minute, if you have any other concerns, you can ask. Otherwise, anyhow, we are meeting on Monday. Okay, so So weekly test where we can find. Our team will help you, Chituri. Even I am not sure. I will send it to our team. So Sai Krishna, they will. Shweta, ask Shweta. What is that one doubt you are having? I'm here. You can ask Shweta. Career development. One person want to know the what is this career development opportunities. That means if somebody joined at an organization at some level, they should not stay in the same level only. There should be an opportunity where they can learn, write some test and get promotion. Learn something, write some test, get promotion. So there should be a progress in the career. How can we improve our thinking power? By attending our classes, Shalu. Just thinking differently. There is also so many traditional, like marriage. Even 99% of the people in India marry. You ask this question, why do people are marrying? What happens if we don't marry? Many people join coaching. Why they do they join? Observe everything. Everything question actually. That is the first step to think actually. Suppose we wear the dress. Why do human beings wear the dress? Animals don't wear the dress. What happens if we wear? What happens if we do not wear it? Why breakfast is called breakfast? Why lunch is called lunch? Why do we sleep? Ask every question actually for everything that is around you and you develop thinking power. Shweta, is there is any way to ask the question after your whole syllabus is completed? Anytime later we want to ask doubt. Yes, there is actually way and that is through my email ID and on the last day I will give my email ID Shweta. So you can ask the questions through the email. Okay. Shweta, got it? Sir, in which cases have to provide employee flexible? See, in wherever the government employees are also there, where they're not interacting with the common people, some office work is there. Now, generally 10 to 5 is there. Now, if some work you are doing, it is not every day you are interacting with the people. If some people are comfortable, they can come early 2 hours and go leave early 2 hours. Some standard time 10 to 5. Why everybody has to do that? Now it causes traffic problem also if everybody comes sometime. Wherever possible and feasible, if the working is not affected, then we will tell them if somebody want to come at 8 o'clock and leave at 3, that is also fine, like that. Or if somebody want to come at 12 and they want to leave at say 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, that is also fine, like that. Will you reply to emails? Yes, if your question, if it is, yes, it is related to ethics and essay, I will reply, Shweta. Then otherwise, why do I give my email? That's a good question. Sir, if do this, people will think you are mad as questioning everything is not possible. Shalu, you are not questioning others. You are questioning yourself. Why do you, and even if people think mad, they are mad. Steve Jobs says actually stay hungry, stay foolish to become a good person, successful person. So okay, so you should question means don't question others. You question yourself. Find answer. Nowadays you have internet. In fact, when I was a child, I was getting so many questions. I don't know whom to ask. We didn't had a internet. I was writing down some question. Was going to cyber center. There 12 rupees per hour we need to pay actually, and we are finding the answer. Wow, I felt so happy, including this small question at that time, why rainbows happen, why rain will fall, come, all those questions. So don't ask others, find yourself. Chitturi, in case of disaster, we cannot provide. That's why wherever possible and feasible only we will do that. I think it may be wrong. What is wrong, Shalu? Asking question to others. So, in the end, there is no question that is actually right or wrong. You can ask any question to actually, and it's all you have to find out the answer. That's all. Okay, friends. So these are all the discussion for today. Hope that today's discussion was beneficial for you. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll meet on Monday with much more knowledge, discussion, and enlightenment. Thank you. Thank you once again. flexible time in case of disasters, and if it is possible, see, that's all. As I tell you, we cannot tell any specific example. If you feel that even if they work in a different time, it will not negatively affect, or in case it will have a positive impact, then we can give the flexibility. Sai Krishna. Fine. Bye bye, enjoy the weekend.